DM recap week.
A DM
DM
recap would be
week.
great.
Hey, I can give it a shot. I don't remember the name of the city we're going to. It's like Knock or something like that. But we went in and killed some bugs, and uh, we were under Anok. Is that the name of it?
No, but I like it.
No. Okay. Uh, we were going underground, or we went underground in a holy place of some sort that our dudes wanted to go to, and we found some scorpions, I think, um, some sort of bug, and we killed them all, and then we came up and we had a nap,
Yeah, that's
and we're
surprisingly
taking
not wrong.
and we're taking them to I don't remember the name of
I
the
like
city.
this maneuver.
Gom. Is it Gom? No.
No, I love
It's
that. Like, yeah, when you're lost for things, you become like Italian American.
Mhm. Gotta talk with the hands.
Going to the other place, huh? With the thing and the guy and the stuff. You had arrived at a religious site called Mednet Habu.
that I had that written down, but I couldn't
Yep.
remember what it was.
This was the interred place of the perfectly preserved remains of Pharaoh Ramses. There
Oh,
you
we
met
did.
the nomarch of Mednet Habu named Anissa. She's the priestess of Bast who had two pet panthers named U and Ku. She gave you guys the optional side quest of purging the land of these enormously large scorpions that seem to be coming out of the earth, unseasonally large and unseasonally frequent. They are sometimes plagued by scorpions, but these were larger and more powerful than they had ever recalled. You took your pilgrims on their way to Ish, which is the large city in this region that you're heading towards. They're paying you to keep them safe, but on that journey, you found the Scorpion Gate, a deep recessed area where it turns out some Azer, which are like distant cousins to Draco, had been using a magical relic called the Heart of Flame to empower the scorpions in hopes of driving the human beings from Mednet Habu. You killed all of them, dismembered the scorpions, kept their carapaces for turn in at some point down the road, and you returned to the Serket Sands on your road to Ish. Previously on the road, you have experienced a lot of interesting desert weather phenomenon, including dust devils and tornadoes bordering on the sandstorm level of destructiveness. And you, at two different points so far on the road in 2 days of travel, have the sneaking suspicion that something is following you, that sort of a primitive hairs on the back of your neck standing on end when you know you're being watched by something. But we were unable to determine what that something was. And so I think we pick up kind of here in the desert, um, where we were, somewhere halfway between Mednet Habu and the great city of Ish.
The,
Um,
o- the
go.
only note I have is that we put Draco's followers into the obelisk and we cannot forget them.
That's smart.
Good,
I'm
good
so
call.
happy you remembered that.
So we can't leave them there, they will die
They're on an internal pilgrimage.
to death if we don't get them out of the trapped little thing that they are in. Or big thing they're trapped in.
Do we need
Anyway.
to? Uh, I didn't realize we were being followed. Do we want to um, see if we can identify what's following us?
Before we jump right into the action, two notes. First note is hero point. Who gets our hero point for today? Because you may not be able to recall the actions of last session well enough to vote, I'm okay just high rolling for it, or if anybody can remember well enough.
I think you mean inspiration, because we're not in
do.
Pathfinder.
I was going
That
to
is
say, what is
correct.
mod point? That's something new that I don't know about. I like it.
This is gonna be a rough couple of weeks until I like fully learn Pathfinder and have cemented them as wholly separate things. It's gonna be some bleed through.
I don't remember who did what, but I definitely know that I did not earn it. So someone else.
We could do a high roll.
Draco did acquire followers for being a fucking weirdo. I feel like we should always
That's true.
award weirdos.
Hoppy had a pretty impressive critical strike while we were fighting. Oh, and I think I got
That
pretty
was-
low in health. I got hit quite a bit.
Yeah. We actually had a bunch of really good crits, and John had a lot of really bad crits. Maybe we
Yep.
should give John the inspiration point.
I accept this,
I don't
generous.
think we want him to have it.
We should just give inspiration to people who are wearing Star Wars stuff today.
Oh, there you go.
Give me a second.
I like it. I like it.
We got Margaret
What are
got
your
us
earrings?
Lego dress up droids
Oh my
for
gosh, those are amazing.
Star Wars Day.
Lego dress up droids.
This is the Mandalorian and Grogu, and they're made by a local maker.
Amazing.
Anyways, I don't want the inspiration point. I just wanted you to see my earrings make.
So, high roll, or would you just go randomly? Any minimo?
Who doesn't have one?
There you go.
Good question.
I do not.
Caleb,
have
you got
one.
one?
I have one.
Mig?
Actually,
You
have
don't-
two.
I do not.
I have
Okay.
one.
Meg gets it.
May gets it
I will
by
happily
proclamation.
because now I have an inspiration.
Good
And
job
you-
staying up late working on work.
Never know when that's gonna be handy.
Now you got inspiration to keep on doing.
I mean, obviously I had inspiration. That's what kept me going till 2.
The second order of business is specific to Caleb.
Oh yeah.
We sort of left cliffhanger wise with what the orb of origination turned your moonbow into. Do you have? I can see you have a helper just now. Is now a good time to show you the options, or is it one of those things where I should just send it to you out of Roll20 at some point between now and next session, and you can pick then?
We can do it
I'm
now.
fine to do it
Try
now,
to-
but if you feel
try
like
to
you're
make it-
distracted and you can't focus,
I'm always distracted and can't focus. So.
all right.
What else is
then
new?
here are the two options. Would you rather me send them to you privately, or can I just dump them for everybody to see?
You can dump them. Yeah. People can see my laundry.
One
Ooh.
of those.
Ah.
I cannot read the description. Oh, because I'm on dark mode.
Yeah, I don't know why dark mode does black text on a dark background. That's just goofiness.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is dark mode. Got it right there on the tin.
Yeah,
It's
but usually
because
it swaps
John
the
used
text.
John used black font instead of auto font.
Oh.
It is probably a result of the copy paste. Yeah,
Yeah,
Paste.
copy paste. Yeah.
a real life hero point to Mark.
I mean, this is my job, so
Accessibility issue. Accessibility issue.
most of accessibility is just like learn how to use your tools and don't be a dick. So,
Hey, that works. Not dark mode is not as dark.
I'm pretty excited about these. I can't wait to see which one you pick.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit with these for a little while if we want to keep moving down the road. I can pick one, and
That's totally fine too.
I just don't want to make a hasty decision.
Yeah, and I don't want to create undue stress, but there is a right answer and a wrong answer. So
Great. Now I automatically picked the wrong one. Yeah, choose with disadvantage. You scared me?
All right. So Amon has crafted his bow, but we're all waiting to see what that actually looks like. But at morning's meditation, the gem of origination has taken hold and has modified the moon bow into whatever it will eventually become. The sun just rising over the desert now. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Start of day 3 on our 5-day journey to Ish. What would you guys like to do besides, walk in the desert all fucking day?
Are we going to
Do we
try
wanna
to
let the
identify
people
who's
out?
following us? Yes, we should probably let
Do we
people
want to let
out
people out or leave them in
and
there?
shrink the building back down.
Oh yeah, we should probably shrink the building back so we get
so
that
that we
back.
can put it back in the bag.
But before we do that, do we want to see if we can figure out who's following us? Because I totally didn't catch that last time, and now it's freaking me out.
Sure. Let's do that first. We'll investigate. Should we send Mike Hawk out?
Now it's a party.
For scouting?
Just assume that he's just going to be up and ready to go first thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm. It's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Optimal summoning, really.
Early bird, gets the worm, so to speak.
And the early worm gets the bird.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we can send Mike out or do some scouting.
Oni is not very stealthy unless she uses Pass Without a Trace, and I'm happy to use that for the group if we want to go out together, but I was just thinking it might be easy enough to...
Yeah, let's see what Mike Hawk finds, and then we'll.
I can scout as well. I have incredible stealth. Imagine that. The roguer can rogue.
Ooh, roguelike things, yep.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll go in an opposite direction from my cock.
Let's have perception from Renan and from Mike Hawk, and if either of you want to explore and scout whilst being stealthy, can I also get a stealth check from each respective person?
Does my advantage on perception apply to Mike? Probably
I would say
doesn't.
yes.
Wow.
I love your disadvantage roll. With a 1 is still a 22.
Daddy.
How did that work?
I'm not sure.
Oh, was
That cannot be right.
1d20, comma 0d20 plus 2. Oh, so you rolled a 1, but it did either 1 or 10, depending on what was
Oh.
higher.
Because you can't roll
So-
less than.
Yeah,
I can't
So-
roll less than a 10. That makes sense.
yeah. But you're
So I'll never fail a stealth. So now we know the lowest I can get is a 22.
Well,
You're welcome. But I
Renan-
perceived the fuck out of the desert.
You did. You counting grains of sand. The to the north in the desert, you spend about an hour advance scouting, being very careful about your location. You crest the height of one of these 20-foot stony embankments in the desert, and from there you can see, basically to the curvature. The desert is quite flat here, minus these small abutments. To the north, you can see that there is a gorge about a mile away that, to the best of your vision, straining your eyes, looks like it has a rope bridge that spans the chasm, and that's the only feature to the north as far as you can see. Mike,
Why are you
As-
obsessed with bridges?
am I?
Just, we have to go one at a time across these bridges like every other session.
You don't.
you don't have to.
Maybe I'm fishing for an outcome I haven't gotten yet.
Where everyone dies in a cavern.
He's trying to
chasm.
reenact the Indiana Jones scene.
I did watch a lot of that. The Mike to the south, basically splitting the path up way you came versus way you're going. behind us, there's a lot of vast, empty desert. However, about half a mile from where you guys spent the night, Mike shows signs of like human camp. There's a small bundle of sticks that had been burnt to make a very small, very makeshifty campfire, and evidence of people having slept. There are no people there presently, but there is evidence of a recent encampment not far south of you.
Is there an indication of how many people might be in that party?
I don't think Mike lacks the ability to count, to discern like that, but he can easily convey that position to you, and you can go and investigate it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Somewhere in
But
the
it is
neighborhood,
back
like
the other, back
yeah.
from where we came.
If things had to be absolute, either the way you came or the way you're going, this is the way you've came. So you'd be backtracking a little bit.
Is this something we could see from the top of the tower? The obelisk?
Yeah, it's pretty flat, possibly.
I can go up and take a look. Though I think Amon would be better at it with his super duper eye.
For peeping.
Peeping eye.
Perception is... God, it's been too long. I don't remember where my buttons are.
I can roll for that. I just have to step away from my computer for a minute.
Okay.
Pizza for the child.
I don't.
Not Grogu.
The child. I don't know that we necessarily need a roll. You've already rolled quite well in this scene, so I think we can just move that forward. From the top of the tower, using the Eye of Horus to see, you do agree with Mike's assessment that there is a camp south of us. You can barely see the crackling embers of a small makeshift brush fire that was, there probably for warmth, less so for cooking. The tracks you can't see from this distance, but you can detect the indent of at least 3 sleeping bedroll positions. I guess there'd be no way of knowing if people shared bedrolls or not, but there are definitely the distinct impressions of 3 unique peoples.
I'll relay that to the people. Got a bad feeling about this.
If we don't have to go backwards, Oni will suggest that she take up the rear in case anything tries to ambush us from behind, and that we just make haste in the direction that we're taking the pilgrims.
Alternatively, we could set you and Renan as pass without a trace, and we can head forward, and you can stay back and see what's following us.
Or we can go ahead half a mile and then walk backwards in our tracks and fucking trap them.
Yeah.
Let's not be passive. Let's be aggressive. You're coming for us, then we'll trap you. We are Alea's flame, motherfuckers.
I don't mind setting a trap for them.
We don't know what it is. That's the only problem.
We could also use my consult the spirits. I could do augury to see what's going on in a place that I can see. So I can leave it here and then walk forward and see if they're within 10 minutes of us.
How far away is the... I don't hate that, by the way. That's a great idea. How far away is the gorge?
About a mile.
Yeah, why don't we walk to the bridge so it looks like we cross the bridge, but then not cross the bridge? Because that will funnel them.
And then
or across the bridge
cast pass
and attack them on the other side. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Because the gorge is in the direction we need to go, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll try to get somewhere high so I can give you guys the Oni Renan symbol.
I like it.
And are we, at this point, collapsing the tower back into your bag of holding and releasing the pilgrims?
Well, we can't move with it up, so I think so.
It is
We could leave the
insulated.
people in there though.
No,
move.
they can walk with us.
This
We
is
can use them to
this is-
create the tracks to make it look like the whole group moved forward.
That's true. Okay.
And as
Good
it
point.
rapidly shrinks down, just a shower of liquid bone, blood,
Ugh.
and fatty tissue explodes from the tiny obelisk in the
Oops.
palm of your hand. Wow, did not know it worked that way.
No, we took them out. We took them out.
Like little people gushers.
You.
They still make gushers?
They do.
Yeah.
They're not the
Interesting.
same though, bro.
No.
They're not the same.
That's a bummer.
They're like healthier. They just don't taste like fake.
Oh, do they get caught up in like the removal of the artificial color thing?
No, I
Mhm.
mean there's still artificial color in it, but it's just not the same.
The gushing
Well,
isn't
they're-
as good.
Natural
Still
flavors
disgusting.
instead of.
They're still filthy disgusting. They still gush in your mouth, and that's disgusting. So that hasn't changed.
Like the slice is now a health drink.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Believe it or not.
Do y'all remember Surge? I literally
Yes.
thought about Surge the other day, and I was like, damn, I haven't thought about Surge in years.
Yep.
That shit was disgusting, but I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry, we digress. Yes,
Mhm.
we are walking towards the gorge, and we are being very careful. Michelle is on high alert and looking around.
Do you want me to, when we pass the, are we going to pass the bridge or are we going to stay on this side?
I think half the group can go. Hoppy can protect the pilgrims with Amon on the other side. And Draco, you can choose whether you want to stay with Renan and Oni or go with Hoppy and Amon, and we do 3 and 3 on either side. But if I use Pass Without a Trace, those of us on this side can hide.
I think it's good to have
the-
magic user on the other side as well.
What were you guys
As a
saying?
nod to some recent criticism I received,
Too
you
many
guys are
bridges.
already on the far side of the bridge. You came from the southwestern side and are traveling northeasterly. So I've already generously moved everyone across the bridge. Feel free to position your tokens wherever you'd like. But this incredibly well-maintained, structurally sound root and slat bridge spans a 50-foot gorge.
I'd like to hear more about this criticism. Who criticized you? Was it your beautiful, perfect, fantastic, marvelous, magnificent wife?
I have never been criticized by her. I get like constructive feedback.
Love
Oh my
lectures.
god.
We call them love
Love
lectures in our family.
Nice.
Love lectures.
Yeah, my
Damn.
sister coined that phrase. She's been giving Mark and I love lectures our entire life.
Yes.
Your mom?
No, my sister.
Oh,
Oldest sibling
Yeah.
privilege.
yeah. Okay. So I will move back.
And Sari's gonna be with us, and I will cast Pass Without a Trace so that we get bonuses to our stealth rolls.
Okay.
You
So
want-
you and Sari are at the side of the bridge that like you believe is behind you and everybody else is ahead of you.
Yep. So that if needed, we can run across the bridge and cut the ties on the other side. But Hoppy and Amon and Draco will protect the pilgrims on the other side and make it look like the whole group is over there. So that whatever's following us might not think that
This is
people are behind.
outside.
I'm
You
gonna
guys
draw my
want-
bow too.
Do you guys want me to do the augury so we can see what was behind, or see what's coming up on you guys, or
You
I
probably
kind of just want to fucking wing it.
or put the augury in the middle of the bridge so that you know if something is crossing the bridge. Whether it's us or them, in case you go around the corner, then you can be on the lookout for something coming behind
Oh.
Caleb, Zeke is very loud.
Oh, sorry.
how about I do it on the far side of the bridge? I'll do it like right here.
you. Just so that way
Um,
you're notified as soon as something is crossing the bridge, whether it's us or somebody else.
Mhm. Yeah.
But then you'll know to be on the lookout. Because there's bridge action. Because
Mhm.
bridges are exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought so. However,
It wasn't me. I didn't say anything about the bridge.
oh no, yeah, I know. I've written it down in my journal.
Avoid bridges.
That bow is now a piece of shit.
Oh, I get it now. It's because Caleb asked what your fucking kink was with bridges. We don't kink shame. We listen and we don't judge. You do. It's a
I
perfect
did
setup
not
for shit to go
imply
wrong.
any morality or any specific feelings about the bridges. I just said there
You're
was
gonna
maybe
go
a
into a
little
lot of
hyperfixation.
temples or pyramids. Those are just dungeons, my guy. This is called Dungeons and Bridges. Read the books.
Classic
Bridges
D&D.
D&B.
Good old Dungeons and Bridges.
Yep.
I like them, I think, like peeking behind the curtain of how my brain works, because it's one of those things that most of my players historically assume that there's a trap, a trick, or a trigger, and I get some of the like the most interesting outside of the box thinking ever, and it sort of like helps me glance into your mind as to like what you think the most terrifying or most problematic
Mhm.
thing that's in the immediate environment could be. Like, I don't know, every
It's
once
just
in a blue moon,
it's like
I'll
it's a D&D Bogart. You're like, what's your greatest fear?
yeah, exactly.
It's
And like
really
I get a chance
cute.
to use that later.
It's really cute. John, after playing with you for half my life, I just know that you're always trying to kill me. Like 100%. It doesn't, it could be a bridge, it could be a fucking carpet. It doesn't matter. It's gonna try and kill me. So I'll fight bridges, I'll fight dragons. Give me your best dungeon. Let's go.
I like D&B. All right.
Okay, so we are waiting. We're lying in wait.
Yes.
Meg, your thing just gives a +10 to stealth, right?
That's correct.
It's not
but my
advantage.
stealth is garbage, so I need it.
Can I get a stealth roll from the 3 people who are in the Pass Without Trace on the old side, the where you've been side of the bridge?
Sure.
Oh, I don't.
Wow.
I had that set for normal, but I get disadvantage, and I get the +10, so I got a 30. You'll have to roll for sorry.
No, I don't.
No.
Wow.
I'll be doing that.
She can become as invisible and ethereal as the desert winds
Ooh.
at her whim.
That's handy.
Yeah, sorry's fine. She's never here. And always here.
You're never there.
Yes. Love a good cake reference.
Okay, I like those numbers. Those are good. You guys have a solid plan. You're gonna leave your invisible team on the where you've been side of the bridge, put everybody else on the where you're going side of the bridge, and wait and see if anybody eventually comes up behind you following you. It's, how do you check to see if you have a tail? It's classic strategy. It's never not worked.
Great.
And you keep
bitch.
thinking that 30,
However,
45, 60 minutes later, you are just baking in the hot desert sun thinking about maybe we missed them, maybe we're not being followed, maybe they're somewhere else. Happy. Oh, you already rolled perception for me is that for the totem?
No, I can roll perception.
Yeah.
You can use that number too.
It's a good number for the scene for me, if that's all right with you. It doesn't get any special qualities though, right? Your totem sees, like normally it doesn't see.
Sees see what comes up. Yeah.
Sure. There is no sign, no tell that you're being followed. For as far as you can see on the where you've been side of the bridge, nothing is coming. You can see the flat desert landscape, minus the few rocky abutments where something could technically hide, but for miles, and nothing's approaching. Hoppy, I don't know how you imagine it, but I like to think of the totem as sort of being like your totemic spiritual ancestors, the spirits of all of the great Minotaur gladiators that came before you. And it's
an old gladiator with a cane, and he's kind of hunched over, and he's got giant eyes, and he's just like staring. That's how I see it.
Yeah. This aged Minotaur gladiator from generations past, still keen-eyed though and alert, is scanning the horizon left to right, and the spectral visage of his form makes eye contact with you with these big baleful eyes that he has, and just silently points his finger like this.
They get down?
Like
When you
what?
look out and you see he's
underground?
got his giant Minotaur dick out, and he got you.
Ow.
That was a long setup for a bad
No.
dick joke.
He just does it 3 times and then goes back to being a silent monolith just on patrol. But Hoppy, if you follow the gaze that he suggested as your eyes lower, you can see in the crater beneath you a giant roiling of the sand that kind of is making these undulating wave-like patterns, and it seems to be moving on this map from north to south, and then it stops for a moment, and you can hear the sound of something churning deep beneath the earth. And Hoppy, you and you alone at this point can see something begin to move up the gorge wall, rippling the earth like it was a fluid as it travels up, looking like it will eventually emerge somewhere near where the rope bridge is tethered on the Oni side of the platform.
Hold on, because you jumped ahead, and if I had seen that, I would have jumped on its back. So
Okay.
can I roll to jump on its back?
Absolutely, you can.
And I'm going to let out a giant roar and get my helmet going, and then I'm going to jump down, and I'm going to try and land right on its back.
They've had many arena encounters. Oni's going to recognize this sound and know that it's about to go down and prepare herself for
Yeah.
supporting her friend in arms.
If at least 2 of you want to go, let's just have everybody roll initiative. That way I don't steal anybody's initiative.
Hoppy hasn't jumped on somebody's back in quite a while now, and he's getting a little bit antsy. Sneak up on me, will you?
I think that's the worst initiative I've ever rolled in this game.
It is
That is
very
pretty low for
uncommon
you, yeah.
for you to be toward the bottom.
Yeah, this is not a good sign for how today is gonna go for Renan. But I already drew my bow, so you know what? I don't have to move. I'm gonna shoot it. If I can see it, I'm gonna shoot it.
All right, I'm going to evolve the situation a little bit. Hoppy is committed to leaping down onto the thing, so I'm going to move you sort of to the edge of the cliff here as you're preparing to
Okay.
jump.
Yeah.
Also, quick, right
Go ahead,
before
Greg.
this happened, I am giving a sermon to my followers just so that way they're aware of stuff. You know,
Yep.
they're distracted a little bit right now. Just,
Woe though you walk through the valley of sand, you shall
Yeah.
fear no monsters, for Draco is with you.
exactly. You get the gist of it. Yeah.
In response to, like, everybody, even those without supernatural perception, can feel the ground sort of move on Hoppy's side of the bridge as he just takes that much muscle and mass and spurs it into immediate action. Every footfall shakes it, but with a level of supernatural awareness, the creature at the bottom of the gorge can almost sense your footfalls and surfaces halfway up the channeled wall and reveals itself a giant scaled-like creature that climbs out of the liquid earth hole that it had been digging. Oni, you're first to react. Hoppy's midway leaping off of his side of the bridge to jump down upon this large scaled creature.
So since I'm still kind of stealthed, I'm going. Go ahead, Mark.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say
Nothing.
what triggered my action was hearing Hoppy take his run and jump, so I'm not gonna interrupt that at all. I'm just aware of the situation. I want to make sure that nothing else sneaks up on us, so I'm going to ready a defensive attack against anything that might get running or sorry, while Hoppy takes on the big thing. I want to make sure there isn't anything else coming. And if something else comes, I'm going to attack it.
Okay. So you're delaying your action to attack something else?
Yes, because right now I'm still kind of stealthed, so
Sure.
it's
Understand.
possible that I just want to make sure I'm ready to pick up whatever is next in case anything else comes.
Hoppy, it is your turn.
To jump on its back.
Yes, please.
Leroy! Do I need to roll anything other than a attack?
Well, I guess you don't have to. There are negative consequences if you fail the athletics check, but you can auto-fail that if you want. That is a right all players have. I'd like an athletics check. If the athletics check is 16 or higher, then you just land on him, no problem, and can make your attacks like normal. If you get less than a 15 or 15 or less, you will fumble that leap and make your first attack with disadvantage.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah!
Mark, that exceeds the DC, I think, by so much. I'm inclined to give you advantage on your first attack because that's both
I get it.
cinematic and an overwhelming success.
I get it anyway, so
Well, fine, then I
will
take
go.
it away. You get nothing.
I will go reckless and press all the buttons, including that one.
Nice.
And that one. Damn it.
Unfortunately, 11 does not hit. The one hit one
Does 21.
It does.
Good, because that did way more damage than I would have done with the second hit if I wasn't doing that. And I'm going to roar at it. Oh, no. I'm willing to bet you won't let me try and tame it.
Maybe.
I believe my default position is historically you can try.
You can try.
Then I'm gonna make sure everybody heard me, and that's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
No.
And John, I whispered my bow choice to you. I wasn't sure if you saw that.
It did.
Okay.
Set to thieves, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Very cool.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Clearly, it was the wrong choice, but great choice.
I had so much anxiety because John said that.
He wouldn't
I was
have
like,
given you the
"Oh,
options if they
man."
weren't both great.
No, like it's. I mean, I don't have children, so I don't know for sure. But I've heard that like sometimes you accidentally just have a favorite kid. Of the two options,
It's not
Accidentally.
is my favorite child. But you can't say that. So like, I like them both and I love them both, and they're both great. But I think, yeah, you picked the one I like the better.
I had a suspicion,
Which one
but I
did you
liked it
pick?
better too. I picked the Hunter's Moonbow.
Instead of the sun and the moon? Well, you didn't pick my pick, so fine. It's cool. We do have different favorite children, so I guess that works for us.
Is that just because Henry Cavill was in the picture for the Sun and Moon bow?
Listen,
He
if
doesn't
you're gonna
necessarily
put
come with
Henry
the bow.
Cavill in the picture, I'm gonna choose him every time.
Yeah, I mean, same. Just
Throw a coin to your Witcher.
indeed.
Toss a coin? Is it toss a coin?
Throw a
Toss a
coin.
coin to
Just
your
throw a
Witcher.
coin at your Witcher.
Throw a
Nice.
penny to your
Just
guy.
chuck it.
No, not at.
Oh, I'm like, that is my superpower, is getting so close to being correct, but always being wrong.
Oh, that's
awesome.
just women in general, I think, right?
Fuck off. Throw something
Alright.
at him.
Meat stick. Move.
So we've
Oh.
decided on attacking.
Yes, we're attacking. Shoot it.
Okay. Shoot it with
the kill.
the Hunter Moon's bows.
Nope. That's not it.
Apparently.
The 13 does miss.
Jesus. Well, I
Oh
told
my
you.
god.
Hey, John, what's the full moon
Cool, I got this
on
cool
his
new
moon
bow.
I'm sorry.
What's the full moon on his moon bow?
Like the Hunter's Moon ability, or
No, it says if no decision is made, the default decision is full moon, and full moon isn't one of the 3 options there.
It's the bottom one.
the bottom one is full.
Hunter's moon? Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the quotes. All right, thanks.
But what's a 59 do? I want to know. How bad did you fail?
It's 10 short of a really nice outcome.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
know. That's always how a 69 goes. Well, we almost got there.
Damn. 59 says, "Oh, I need a failure, not an attack."
I'll take the other one.
It says you lose your grip as you attack. You must make a dexterity saving throw, and on a failure, you drop your weapon at your feet.
Dropping your new bow, bitch.
No,
Good job.
you maintain your grip. So that was a close call.
It's new. It's powerful. Just try to shoot out of my hand.
Hard to keep your grip on that thing.
Yeah, it's wild.
You're loud, bro. Draco.
Was that it for Ramon?
Oh.
I just didn't want to
Yeah.
shortchange movement or anything else.
I'll do Hunter's Mark as well on the one that hit. Just gonna take me a second to get back to my computer because I already moved on to take care of Zeke. Dad life.
Are you moving? What are you doing? I'll move you.
I'm just
He's
I
bonus
just added
actioning
my
for
Hunter's
5
Mark.
extra damage.
Okay.
big
To no hits.
making big moves right now.
Okay.
So it's a good
Oh,
setup.
and Mike is out, so he's gonna attack too.
That's 2 bonus actions, unfortunately. Bonus to control Mike, bonus to Hunter's Mark.
Oh, it's a bonus action to control him.
Yes.
I thought so. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's look it up real quick.
I thought he had his own movement or his own turn, basically.
You might be right because it's a spell. What's it called? Beast, animal.
Bestial spirit.
Sorry. Damn it! I just closed Roll20.
Oh god.
I had like a sub window open.
What was it? Oop. Sorry, I hit midnight roll. Ignore that.
You cheater! You're
So
cheating.
there was a
will
button I had to
not
push.
ignore it.
It was, I was went to try to move it, and it clicked it instead. So
You guys, I have a
You're right.
disguise
It's
kit.
summoned. You're right.
I need to disguise myself more.
Like Master Disguisey.
Mm-hmm.
You get
Turtle.
to hit me with my cock.
Damn. Saw that, Meg.
I mean, if it's not ready now, we can try again in 10 minutes.
Jesus. Caleb, get your shit together, bro.
Sorry, Eli's talking to me. I don't know what's happening.
It's
Okay, you're supposed to be using my cock right now to do damage.
Okay, so it was confirmed that he can do that.
yes,
Yeah.
I was mistaken.
Sorry about
regrettably,
that.
a 15 misses. No,
That's
you got a lot
okay.
in the air. You got a lot of balls in the air today. Dad juggling.
Head juggling is always with balls.
Right, Draco, it's your
Okay,
turn.
that's my turn.
okay. So while giving my sermon, I let it be known, not only do I destroy life, I also create life and help preserve things, right? Just then I go ahead and cast Entangle on the monster. Vines growing out and grasping it to make it easier for my companions to take it out.
Draco, you finish your sermon, you point, and as you are about to speak the command words, the verbal component of your Entangle spell, with outstretched fingers, you begin to draw on the power of the green, except no sound happens. You feel a sharp tickle in your throat, and you have a hard time swallowing, but as you go to speak, no sound issues forth. Panicked, you try to vocalize more loudly, and you cannot make a sound. You panic, and as you search, for an answer, at the bottom of the gorge, stepping out of the hole left by that large scaly beast, there's a small woman with red and gray hair who's pointing at you like this.
Oh, the twat. Oh, that's
we
mean.
found out what I'm
Don't
gonna
call her
attack.
a twat. She could be your next lover.
Ooh, look at that. There you go. Like the
Guess who
purple
Odie's
hair and the
jumping
gray
on?
hair.
Smash or pass, Oni?
Smash! And not in
The-
the fun way.
The
Draco,
book
you were
that
counterspelled.
Okay, well,
sorry,
that was. By the way, Fire Dude isn't out. I didn't cast him out, so he's not there. But okay, I guess that's my turn.
You
Since I
can
don't-
move still. Yep.
I could move. Yeah, okay. I'll take a couple steps back so that maybe she can't see me. So that maybe it's a line of sight thing. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
maybe. Yeah.
Oni, you have a delayed action if you want to take it now.
I do. I'm gonna jump down on top of her
Talk to
and
them,
attack her.
sister. Talk to them, sister. Find out why they're following us.
I will
I'm just
speak with-
shouting.
Who are you and what do you want?
As she's falling, sword out.
Same option as I gave to Hoppy. I need an athletics check to determine the potential injury.
She's a remarkable athlete.
I am a remarkable athlete.
I have to give her the same rules. You can't play favoritism. That is not a problem. You may make your attack normally.
Oh no, I screamed at her. Who are you and what do you want?
As you're falling down onto her head.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a moment, I think, to respond to you. Shock and awe. She'll move slightly to get out of the way of the crater that Oni is about to make. Once the dust settles, she tells you that what she wants is a claim. And she readies a spell with the intention to cast it at you. Regrettably, my dear, you may only make one attack with a delayed action.
Oh, okay. So,
So
what,
just the
choose-
26. Yep, just
Okay.
your gold blade.
I don't get my offhand attack?
You do not. You can only you can only delay an action, and that action may only be used to make an attack.
Okay. I don't respect claims taken in force.
Renan, it's your turn. Your tanks have jumped into the gorge.
Yeah, I'm just pointing my bow straight at Purple's head, and I'm like, since we don't respect your claim, would you like to change your intentions? Last chance.
She says something that is interesting and or unique, that she recognizes you as Alea's flame, and she says, capturing or killing you will make her wealthy beyond her wildest dreams.
Wrong answer, bitch.
Yup.
And then I fall. And then I stumble off the rock I'm on.
Actually, she is only a mage. The 18 hits, and I see 26 damage.
Nice.
Correct.
Can we see her hit bar? And what is standing next to her?
Looks
an
like a
acolyte or
knight,
something?
a guy in full plate mail armor.
Okay, we don't see any of his stuff either. That may be intentional.
But it doesn't stop you from complaining about it, does it?
I was only sharing information with you that you may not have had.
Thanks. You guys asking to see hit point totals is my bridge.
So I just hit her and almost fatally wounded her.
Yes, you keep
And I'll
very near
say,
to a kill shot.
yeah, and I just want to keep being like, so was money worth your life?
Seeing the grievous wound, the plated man next to her pulls the arrow straight out of her breast, and in the same motion drops it and takes his palm and presses it to her, staunching the bleeding, but you can see the faint yellow glow of some kind of magical effect, and he says, "Milady, we must withdraw."
I'm gonna cut his hand off.
The
It is
time
his
for
turn.
withdrawing is over. You guys made a mistake coming after Alea's flame. And you either seriously change what you thought you were going to do, or you
burn.
die
Or
here
burn.
today.
No.
Or you
burn.
die or burn.
Here you go.
Damn, dude.
And I blow a kiss. I blow a kiss to Draco.
The champion in plate armor channels an amount of radiant energy into her that restores some of the life lost to your beautiful shot. Oni, it's your turn. You're down there. You can see the wounds closed, and the knight is trying to put himself between you and her. It's not. He doesn't
Sorry,
quite have
gets
the.
a turn first. Can we have her
Oh,
attack
yeah.
the knight?
Sure.
Or can she like hold him somehow so that he can't engage? Or like, I don't know what
I don't think
options she has.
I don't think Sari is a remarkable athlete, right?
She will not
I
be
thought
jumping
she was
down
ethereal.
the hole. Well, she can fly,
Ethereal.
but like I don't appreciate the attitude.
Meg's on fire today. She's ready to burn it all down. So get on board.
I can attempt the spell Banishment, which would temporarily shunt him to a different dimension.
Just so that he can't keep healing her. That's gonna get annoying real quick. And I mean, I could pivot to attacking
have her-
him, but
Just have her hurt. We just want to have her harm. And we want to have her harm whoever, but just have her
The
harm
knight,
and then
then?
you can shove the dude.
Am I attacking the creature, the mage, or the knight?
Mage,
think-
I would say mage. Hurt
Okay.
her. Because he's obviously like, yes, I know he's gonna heal her, but at least he knows, like, we aren't fucking around and we will kill her.
that's true. Maybe we can get some information from him once this is all over.
And she ruined my
Reflexively,
spell.
she conjures a arcane shield that knock away the first two eldritch blasts. The third eldritch blast shatters her shield and strikes her for 14 points of force damage. Having a bad day.
No, she brought this upon herself, you
She
fucking
did.
bitch.
Oni, it is your turn.
John, I'm nothing if not diplomatic. I gave her the chance to retreat.
That's true.
She buried herself.
Does a 20 hit?
It does.
I don't know
Yes,
how
she
many
did.
hit points she has. I'd like to take her. I'd like to incapacitate her, not like kill her outright.
Take her to 1.
Yeah,
Okay. The second takes her to 0.
perfect. And then
Oh.
I'm going to put my third attack on Brohem there. And just tell him it didn't have to be this way.
Technically, I attacked first, so it
yeah,
probably
but you
did
attacked
have
a
to be this way.
monster that was gonna attack us. You didn't happen to be a woman who was like, I'm gonna kill you and make myself a ton of money. That was her bad.
True.
On her turn, she's unconscious and does nothing. It is now Huppy's turn. Oh shit! I didn't go as my creature.
That's okay.
He's still
Um,
stunned from
we
having
don't
a
need
giant man cow jump on him.
I'm gonna take my attack against the man cow, and then I'll pass my turn. Does a 26 hit
It does indeed.
for 24 points of piercing?
Oof.
Holy shit, that's a bite.
It's 12 damage for me, so
Yep.
it's not a problem.
And now it's Huppy's turn.
Okay. Hoppy is going to bite it back.
Yes. Fucking Minotaur.
Or go with the weapon altogether. You little bitch!
Damn.
Get it, Hoppy.
Is that 46?
22 plus, yep, 46.
That's a hit, a fine hit. The creature is grievously wounded, and sort of breaks off of its attack and moves itself away from you, and with the leg that is not broken, starts to try to dig a burrow in the sand.
Is it moving out of my threatened area?
You're technically still close enough it hasn't broken base contact yet.
Okay.
Hold it. Don't let it get away from you. Fuck that. They attacked us. We're
I-
ruthless.
Yeah, I don't have a anything else I can do to it right now, so that's the end of my turn.
Mon, it is your turn.
I'm
Kill
just gonna
stealing
yell out
fire.
to everyone. I'm just gonna yell out to everyone. I say we kill them all, leave one alive, so they can spread the glory of Alea's flame and don't.
That's
Fuck
what
with
this
us.
knight is gonna do.
Yeah, I say we keep that coward alive.
He wanted to run
All
away.
right.
Kill
He
the-
knew.
Kill the bitch.
I'm
Kill
gonna-
the bitch and kill the
No,
beast.
Kill the bitch.
I mean, the bitch is dead.
No,
But
Zeke, stop.
Caleb, can I help you?
Oh, damn!
You don't need no help.
I meant with
Okay.
our child.
He clearly like, nope, got this pop.
What is going on?
Wow.
He mean business.
I thrive in discomfort.
And chaos.
Roll 2 additional sets of damage dice. I'm gonna be real. It's not gonna matter. You're shooting the
He did.
beast or the knight.
The beast.
Yeah, the beast is just dead. As it attempts to retreat into its burrow, 2 strikes from the moonbow pierce the back of its neck where the armor plating was the least dense, and it lets out one soft, sullen and collapses in the sand, bleeding from its jugular.
Since I can't use my additional shots on the dragon, can I have an extra attack on the knight?
I'm okay with that.
We'll just bring him to bloodied status and then be like, we're gonna let you live, but
Jeez, you almost got another crit.
Mhm.
Oh no, this is insane.
And that's I'm using my hunter's, not my double hunter's mark thing, basically. And then Mike can still attack. So we're trying to bring this guy down to 1, right?
yep,
Yeah.
at least low enough to get him to concede.
Unfortunately, Mike does not succeed.
That's all right. He's been a bit of a soggy noodle lately.
He did go scout for us, so he's got that going.
Yeah, he's contributing. He doesn't have to be the main event.
Hmm.
Your turn.
Draco, I'd like to talk to this guy and figure out who sent them, because I don't believe this story.
That'd probably help if I unmute myself, huh? Okay.
Depends who you're talking about.
Doesn't
help me any.
I mean, you can still hurt him. I just want to,
Let me
keep him
see.
alive.
Question: when you charm somebody, can you get them to force them to tell you information or no?
So
You can try.
yes, that is always the default position. What Charmed basically does is will improve their attitude condition towards you. They immediately stop becoming hostile, and if they were unfriendly, they become neutral. If they were neutral, they become friendly. And that coerces them to want to act in that thing. They won't do anything that negatively harms them, and it's not like mind control. It's not, I've charmed them, now you have to give me all of your money, have sex with me, and then walk off that cliff.
Right.
It's more like if this person was a real life friend of yours, could you convince him to tell you a secret? Probably. And so like that would be a reasonable thing.
All right. So that won't be really worth getting so much. But let's see. Okay. You know what, screw it. I'll go ahead and entangle him instead. You know. Boom. Guy, she stole my thunder last time. I go, as I was saying.
I believe. I get an 11 on my saving throw, and I am tangled up by plant roots.
There you go. You know, I want to make sure he's extra entangled and go, why for thou be following us?
Wow.
I think Drake
If
and
you
Drake was
ever talk like that, I will slap your face. Just talk normal. Be a normal human.
He's impressing his slaves. I mean, his students. I mean,
Oh,
his
right.
villagers.
I forgot about his slaves. You're right. Okay, my bad. Please proceed, doth dumbass.
In response to being fully grappled, surrounded by people, the knight tells you that capturing or killing Alea's Flame was the last chance for victory for them. That they are strangers in a strange land, but they recognize you. My lady thought we should pursue you and see if we could capture or defeat warriors of such known repute and great skill, could make ourselves a name for the arena. Then perhaps we could get an entrance to the Catal Games in Ish.
You needed a level or two on us there, buddy.
You were outnumbered. How could you think that this was possibly going to work for you? Are you really this stupid? Because if you are, I will happily take your life and rid this earth of you. I don't know what our earth is called. I know it's not earth,
Geb?
and it felt stupid saying it. Yeah, I'll rid Geb of you. I knew it was called Geb. I just, oh, god damn it.
He tells you with his pet killed and his charge dying at his feet, his meaning for living has been taken from him. You can do no more harm to him.
Well, don't make me feel sorry for you. You were stupid.
He said, not stupid, desperate.
How did you
Why
get
are
in
you-
such a
why
bad
are you
way?
so-
He says that they were caught in a violent storm, a storm inside the earth that deposited them here.
Why are you so desperate to get in the games? Is there some method to get out of here from the games?
He tells you wealth, fame, power, all of those things can be won in the arena. And I need them all. For her. He looks down sullenly at the young mage at his feet.
You,
Where-
you guys could have asked if we could scrimmage.
He said that the
If you-
Sercat
Or
wastes are an
you could
unkind
join
place.
us.
There are no friends here in the desert.
If you've
But-
heard of us, then you should know that we often fight for those in need. Why not try
Because
talking to us?
That
We
he
could have
has
helped you.
only heard tales of the violent murders and mass destruction you cause in every town you visit.
Well,
He says your ability to kill hundreds, even thousands, in the wake of your death and destruction is well known. Even killing ancient gods sent to fertilize this earth. You are known destroyers of everything.
you're pretty
You
awesome.
guys, I'm actually really proud of that. It's complete and total bullshit. But like,
But
Cool.
here's the thing, though. Even a lost soul such as yourself can find salvation. You can follow us with everyone else. I motion to our nice little religious folk. We are taking them on a pilgrimage. You're welcome to join us. Join them. Not us, but join them.
Have
Where are
you ever
you
considered a
from?
grotto?
Hold on. Let's go back to you were caught in a storm and ended up here.
He just nods. Yes,
Are you not from Geb?
he's from Geb. He tells you that the town that they are hoping to one day return to is Black Keep.
Have we been to Black Keep? Because I swear we have.
I don't think
Who-
so.
Are you
so.
asking me or the party?
I'm asking the party because I know you know, but
No, we don't
Okay.
have it. I don't think so.
I
Here's-
don't think so.
here's the thing: is it really all for riches and glory, or what is your mage need? Is there a deeper meaning? Because I'm ready to kill you, but they have more compassion than I do.
Blackstone?
Yeah, the Black Keep is the capital structure in Blackstone.
Okay. We have not
Well
been
done.
down there. I'm looking at the map.
Oh, I thought that was like a pull out of your ass. I was very impressed.
No. No, I was looking at the map earlier and I remembered black something was on there.
Yeah, it's like the farthest southern military garrison city in Geb. Well, in the Kingdom of Amon-Ra.
We should offer to escort them to Ish and maybe help them set.
We can get him into the games as a slave, no problem. I mean, he can fight.
Yeah,
As a
let's.
slave.
Drake,
I mean,
not everyone needs to be
we're
a
also
slave.
taking the airship back to Geb.
Mhm.
They'll be right next to the river. They can go down the river to Blackstone fairly easily. If that's what they want to do, then we can get them there. And that doesn't seem like it would be too much out of our way. And hey, if they want to go to a grotto,
Renan, you had a question?
Yeah, since it's my turn next, I just want to like acrobat down there and get close to him and say, "We will escort you and your mage to Ish. We can do nothing about your dog. Let this be a lesson to you that everything you hear is not true. Alea's flame stands for protection, power, and compassion.
And fame.
We will help you, but you need to do better for yourselves moving forward."
Mhm.
I took a chance. The only opportunity, if we could have killed or captured the butchers of Beiju, our wealth would have been assured.
Well,
He
we're no
has-
butchers, and now you need to know your place. And you will tell everyone of the compassion shown here today, or I
Or
will
else.
find you, and I will burn you.
he says
And
that
your name will not be remembered, and mine will live on for eternity.
Hour.
time to switch Renan to decaf.
Mhm.
Hour.
It's all decaf.
man.
I don't drink caffeine anymore.
Nice.
I just don't fuck around. Come for my
Mhm.
family, and you will learn a lesson, but I will show you compassion, but you will not get a second chance.
He agrees to tell everyone of this story, but he doubts if he will believe it, as your ill repute is so widespread and so ubiquitous that he doubts anyone will believe him, but he will tell this tale.
That's all that matters to me, is that you live honestly, and if we can get you into a Katala-ish, we will, but you have to be better. And not so fucking stupid, bro. I look at my siblings, and I was like, the weakest among us could kill all three of you. And then I raised my hand. That's me.
I told you she
I'm-
was the weakest.
I'm gonna challenge him to a flex off.
While
He's
he is the largest of the two humans in that party, he's not really muscular. He's pretty lean.
Mm.
So he just by default lets you be the victor of the pose off.
Love
I
it.
mean, he chose a wrong fight. What can I say? Puny
Poppy,
man.
it was a
only
great
mission
addition. It was a great
is
addition,
to
Hoppy.
do as he is commanded by his charge, and his charge told him to defend her so that she might gain wealth and acclaim by defeating the Butchers of Beiju.
Why are they calling us the Butchers of Beiju?
We don't know. They hate us because we're fucking awesome.
Murder hobos.
We are murder hobos.
It tells you that
They
the
have
story
to. They
is
have
well
to
known.
make us the bad. They have to make us the bad guys because we made them look bad.
So tell us
It's
the
like a-
story. What have you heard?
That after freeing the demon Amit from its sacred chamber and letting it loose on the fields of thousands of orphans at the Temple of Nefertiti, you then went on to challenge the governor of Beiju for control of his vault of sacred goods, and when he declined you, you stormed his entire city, killing everyone, including unarmed men, women, and children, to loot what was in the vault. It's all well documented. I've read the scrolls many times.
Well, that's a bunch of bullshit. We need to go burn those scrolls. Who is tarnishing our name? I'll kill them all. Now I'm
Mhm.
fucking pissed.
He says
Who
he
wrote the
spoke
scrolls?
to no less than 2 different soothsayers, a man he met on the road who bore with him a cloak bearing a silvered flame.
God
Oh, Silver Flame's trying to take us down. Yeah, we are not
Can
the
this
ones.
be the time on our journey to find all 4 Horus's eyes? Because none of the people who had Horus's eyes thought to ask the fucking god that we were in front of. While we're on the journey to find all of them, can we finally get rid of this silver flame? I'm gonna burn this freaking world down.
That is my favorite part of our particular ragtag group of heroes. Literal vestige of a god in front of you. I give you guys answer any question, do you guys a solid, and I think I got nothing.
We good. We good.
I was more worried about asking about the silver flame because that is very important to my plot. I don't have an eye on my face. Fucking idiots.
You have 2 eyes on your face, idiot.
You know what I'm
Idiot.
saying. You're gonna talk shit about John's bridges? Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go.
DNB.
I'm going to, while y'all are talking, I'm gonna give Purple Bitch one of my greater healing potions.
A greater, dude. You're a mediocre healing
Just,
potion.
I
just
only have a
Draco
greater.
use a low healing
Yeah.
spell on her.
Seriously,
let's
Okay,
I-
wow. I'm
I got all
so
kinds
sorry.
of
I was
skills.
actually trying
He-
to be nice.
Let's not
Never
waste
mind,
our
Draco.
resources on
Use
her.
Use
We
a
don't need
He
her
spell
for
use
slot.
free.
he can use the something died thing on the animal to give them health back.
Yeah.
I could.
No,
Sorry,
let
I
the
killed
beast
your
die.
pet.
No, natural consequences. Natural consequences to stupid. The beast is dead.
That's
They
what I'm
lost
saying. I
that.
can use the flame where it gets the heals off the dead
Yeah.
corpse.
Don't
This is how
kill
John
the
Wick is
beast.
made, just so
The
that
beast is
we're all
dead.
on the same page.
Okay, now we look like idiots arguing in front of these fucking people we're trying to save. Just heal the lady, and y'all won't let me use one of my potions. So please burn a spell slot on her.
Well, here's the
No,
thing. It's
that's
not
a-
burning a.
that's a
It's not
free
burning
reaction.
a spell slot. It's just it's a free reaction to the corpse that we got
Burn.
here. So yeah, casting that and set her body into the nice glowing flame.
You think it's completely free use, so it's kind of more like a spell slut.
Yeah, it is a spell slot. And
We
then-
do not slut shame. We listen
say it was
and
a
we
bad
don't
thing.
judge.
I don't remember what was it. There you go. 2d10 plus 4.
I could use 9 of those hit points.
Yeah, top off Hoppy first.
Damn,
You
you
get
guys
the
are fucking
leftovers.
brutal. Here we are trying to convince them that we're compassionate and not these fucking murderers, and you're like,
But-
bitch, die.
You just
the funny
said,
thing is I have a
"Be quiet
ring of
about this or I'll kill
regeneration, so
you."
in 30 minutes I'll be at max hit points.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Here's the healing potion, but you have to chew it.
Oh, just give it to her.
You know what I said.
That's the correct choice. Give her all 19 hit points. Excuse me.
She should know better than to pick a fight.
We're still mad at her. We're never going to be friends with her. She's not on the cool kids team.
And like I said,
She's
we don't let them
she's
go full
obviously
strength.
dumb as fuck and deserved to almost die. But
She would be a great fighter in our pits in the grotto. I'm just saying. We're
But then
not
we
going to
have to tell
You
her
know
about the
what?
like
grotto.
the world.
yeah, I don't want to share any of our secrets.
What if she's a
Okay.
With you-
silver flame lackey? And
Yeah,
that's
these
who
are
they're
their-
getting all their information from, and they have access to their scrolls.
You know, it'd be really cool if I could like read her mind right now. Damn, I don't have that skill.
Does anybody have that skill?
No. Look, when we created this team, we did not do a good job of diversifying our skills.
No need to.
Hey, I got the hitting things really hard skill down.
You are very good at that, and
You
you
gotta hit things really
biggest
hard, guy.
muscles, Poppy.
We gotta hit things really hard a couple of times, gal. We gotta hit things hard from range. We gotta hit things skillfully from range.
We also
You got
have a
a fire guy.
hide. We also have a hide and steal really well, and that
Mhm.
has been helpful. Hey, can I wait? Before she's like fully conscious, can I steal from her? Can I just
Yeah, we got to
touch
take the
all her?
magical artifact off so she doesn't use it against us.
I
Hey,
just want to
kid.
check her pockets and shit.
And we can disarm him too, so they don't
Please.
attack us. Saying.
Yes, I take everything from her.
Damn. It's hard to imagine how people get the wrong idea about you guys.
They tried to kill us with their beast.
What's really gonna? I'm trying really hard not to skin the beast. So
Yeah. You might have a
In
fight
front
on
of
your
them.
hands if you try to skin his beloved pet in front of him.
Well, it caught fire, and
Yeah.
dissolved already. So
I'm aware. Yeah. All right. Renan, she's unconscious, so she's not really able to offer much in the way of resistance. You do find, of course, a small amount of gold in her pockets. It's about 8 gold, but it's some silver pieces, some gold pieces.
I'm
You
not taking
find
her money.
a spell book
Mhm.
and a
Yes.
material components pouch.
take both those.
No, I don't want either of those. That's not
Give-
interesting to
Give
me.
me
Keep
the
going.
freaking spell book.
I'm waiting for the good stuff. Keep going.
You find an heirloom dagger. It's antique and it doesn't have much of an edge on it anymore, but you get the the impression it's like a family hand-me-down, an heirloom kind of thing. She is wearing a locket that has a painting in it of a young child with 2 parents. It looks like it's been touched enough that the oil from skin has degraded the painting in the locket. And on her person, hid behind the small of her back, tucked into her waistband, is a small leather-bound journal that looks kind of like a diary, but its words are not written in common.
Okay, I will take the diary, the locket, and the dagger,
Spell book.
and I will put them all on my body. And so when she is conscious, I will say to her, "These are mine, these are yours, as long as you behave. You misbehave, and you will get none of these back. Are we clear?"
Spell book.
Yes, you have at least one of those items is extremely important to her because you have unbroken eye contact and 100% attention.
Yeah, and I say, "But I will be holding on to them until I will rid myself of you. Are we clear?"
He just nods silently. There is a flash of anger behind her eyes, like she does not
We
like that
hate
you
each
have
other.
that thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. And I'm walking across the bridge. I'm done. I've acrobated up the side of this shit. I'm done.
Nothing like being mommed by a 16-year-old.
Right.
I'm the wrong teenager. I was a teenager
You're
in the 90s. I'm ruthless.
When you're out
bro.
of when you're out of timeout, I will give these back to you.
Get your toys
Dude,
back.
don't
Get
try
the
to kill
others
my family. Don't try to kill my family. It's really simple. I'm very easygoing.
All right. Do I need to roll to get back up out of the gorge?
No.
I'm going to climb up on the side where the pilgrims are, since that's the direction we're heading anyway.
Helping the man in armor up once you like grab his wrist and hoist him aloft, he just remarks about your athleticism.
Just remarkable.
Once you are now all on the where we're going side of the bridge, it's easy to walk through the next night. Because this has taken longer than I imagined, are we okay with me shortcutting nights, or is there any nighttime activities people would rather roleplay or actively participate in?
I just want
Shortcut
to
it.
say,
Let's go.
I'm gonna
shortcut
keep.
it. Oh,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
keep my Hunter Moon bow state as my default, just until further notice, just for John's.
We should probably
awareness.
fully heal her too.
No.
Well, I mean, if we sleep for 8 hours, that's inevitable.
It's gonna
Okay.
happen anyway.
Yeah.
We don't have to go over the story, but in the evening, once we've set up the campfire, I want to set the story straight with all of the activities that happened in Beiju so that they understand what really happened and can take that with them when they leave. But I'm basically going to set the record straight on any of the things that they've heard about Alea's flame that are wrong.
I don't think they'll believe it, but
They may not, but they should check their sources and know their facts.
It is a lengthy and full tale that you tell. And at every step, you're met with skepticism and disbelief, because what you tell them is the exact, basically opposite of every part of the story that they've heard.
Then they should hear it from more than just Silver Flame representatives. They can check our story. Moving on.
The next day, you guys rise with the sun, do normal morning rituals, and walk for 3/4 of a day. When in late afternoon of this final day, you can see before you the great city of Ish. There are small caravans of people parked outside, like sort of like a large city that has like suburbs. There are small tents and populations of people scattered all around the desert outside of Ish. There seems to be 2 impressive celebrations happening in the city that people are freely able to talk to you about as you approach the city proper. Let me just move you all to here. The first is that Ish is celebrating its version of Grand Kital, a yearly celebration of the gladiatorial combat pits. You are not unfamiliar with Grand Kital, and have won one, albeit in a very small province in the kingdom of Amon-Ra, but there might be the opportunity for you to make some money, or at the very least participate in things you're good at.
You know Alea's flame is going to have to participate because we got to keep our brand up. Build awareness.
Build awareness. Yep. And the other, you are like small orphan-like children, not unlike the waifs you were a few short years ago. Press into your hands these papyrus paper flyers, very colorful flyers that announce the grand opening yesterday of Sala's Sideshow of Wonders and Curiosities, a traveling circus that has taken up here in the city of Ish. Invites you to come and explore the wonders of 7 worlds under one tent.
ooh,
We should go and do that.
I'm down.
Do we want to do that first, or we want to do that after we do the Kital pits?
We do it first.
Okay. Freak show first.
We can register for the Kital pits, but I don't want to fight in the Kital pits first.
One moment, please.
I was like, yeah, some bitch messing up shit. God damn it! I had it this way and I got on that way.
You don't know the city at all, but there is a large area that houses this carnival almost perfectly, where it looks like either this was a very open, a very available area of the city of Ish that the carnival has seamlessly moved into, or like, yeah, just it looks like a great fit, like it was always intended to be here. The carnival sprawls out for almost a mile across, is massive in its size and scope, and is just a ton of fun to be had anywhere you want to do it. There are many games and booths you can participate in. Food abounds everywhere, including food from strange lands and foreign beasts. You are offered something called ham for the first time in your life, which is a very smoky, almost sweet meat, and it is sold in abundance here
It's so
in Solace
delicious.
Circus. I guess let me show you this. This is the fair proper with all of its activities and events.
I'll be in my
There.
bunk.
I love ham.
many, many, many events, games you could participate in.
What's the kissing booth? Take me there.
I want to go to the hitting things booth and then the bar.
I want to go to the arrows and the kissing. Oh, and maybe the palm reading. I want to do all the things, please.
I'm just gonna go with Renan.
I was gonna say, so as you guys explore the fair, I will start by telling you that there is food and drink vendors everywhere. There is a redemption hub where the tokens won from some of these events can be redeemed for prizes, which I'm happy to tell you if you want to take a look at what prizes are available. Otherwise, you can tell me what events you want to go to, and we can decide whether we want to like basically roll initiative and take turns with everybody going to each of their own events, or if we want to move as a party doing one event at a time.
Oh, all the events. Party. And if you don't want to do it, you can just sit out and look cute.
I look cute
Be good with
anyway.
that.
I mean, we also don't have to do what I'm saying. That's my vote.
I'm pretty cute as it is too. Is there even like
Yes.
live bands that perform? It'd be so
There
cool.
are. Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Oh, we should do a performance.
Oh no, those never go well. Hoppy,
No,
shh,
that's
you're
why.
so big and strong. No, we have a bunch of fucking dumbasses with us. We're not.
Well,
Can we drop them
we
off?
don't have the pilgrims anymore, right? We're supposed to get them here, and we got them here.
Yeah. You've made it here.
They've done their thing. Okay.
Yep, they give you the torn off voucher from the exchange in Mednet Habu, which you can then redeem at Mednet Habu for having successfully gotten them here safely.
Okay.
They're going to the temple to meditate and pray. Notably, Ish is, according to their religious beliefs, the center of Geb. Like if there was a geographical, magical center of the planet, Ish is built upon it. You can either
Should we
confirm or
roll
deny that, but
initiative so that those of us that want to participate at each booth know what order we're going to do that in, or
Yeah, totally.
yeah, that's probably fine.
But where are we?
Up your butt.
I rolled but
I don't
my
know,
token
this
isn't
morning.
here.
Yeah, that's gonna be tricky.
I'm waiting patiently because I know how Roll20 works. Apparently, I'm the only person waiting.
Yeah.
You guys,
He can
everyone
just
needs a spanking.
manually enter it.
It's much preferred to have one person do all of the work.
Okay,
Even
well,
though
that's
it's the
a
same
little
amount of
better.
work for us the other way.
Poppy does not get a crit initiative. He gets his 17.14. Stop rolling twice, bitches. You already rolled.
You just want to be first.
Yeah, duh. I earned it. I listened. Actually, Amon goes first, but you know what? It's okay.
What am I missing?
Me, I had an 18.14.
Oh, and I just should add it manually. Is it?
Mm-hmm. If I have
She's
the
the
ability
boss.
to add it manually, I will. You just tell me.
All right. We have an initiative order for deciding who goes first at which events.
Mhm.
Talking to the people at the prize booth, which is next to the drinking tent that you come into this space at, you can see it's an enormous, like, three-tiered structure. Or sorry, not three-tiered, three-halled structure. There's different venues that contain prizes in like different price categories. In the 1 token reward category, you can earn a wooden sword and shield combo painted to
Ooh.
look kind of playfully accurate and real.
Mhm.
Great for children, great for sparring. There are also elaborate painted scorpion claw necklaces, like a whole bandolier of clicky-clacky scorpion claws.
Mm.
I'm kind of
There-
into that.
There are stuffed dolls that look kind of like scarecrows.
Nope.
Listen to
Fuck
that.
no.
There
Hard no.
are manufactured kits, a do-it-yourself paper lantern.
Oh.
Apparently, each night at the close of the ceremony, there is a paper lantern ceremony where you send lit lanterns aloft into the night sky.
Nice.
Also, there is a puzzle knot, a 3-dimensional knot puzzle that challenges both your dexterity and your mind to solve.
That seems like something
for
Amon would
Amon?
like. Mm-hmm.
We
are
both
some-
went Amon.
Come on. There are a couple of delicious food items that can be redeemed, special treats for these tokens. The first is a honey pear tart, a delicious
Yep.
sweet treat,
Mm-hmm.
and
want that.
something that the organizers of the event call the hog hammer, which is a giant tomahawk glazed pork chop, slowly roasted over an open fire.
That
Yep.
sounds
Hoppy,
delicious
we
right
need
now.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Hoppy, we need that together. I need a bite.
Mhm.
All right, we gotta win some tickets.
In the second arena, slightly better stuff. There is Sala's Pennant, a green and red triangular pennant that has the stylized head of an elephant's face on it.
Hmm.
I want
There
that.
is a stuffed animal, a plushy chimera, a 2-headed winged creature,
Aw.
and
Meg wants the playmate.
Mm-hmm.
a bucket of acorns that are highly polished, but the nest that the acorn seed sits in is metallic silver with flecks of red sparks in them. Just sitting in the barrel, they just fleck little bits of fire, and if you put your hand next to them, they feel warm. The sign in front of them calls them dracorns.
Draco!
Well, we know who those are for. Yeah. They're kind
There's-
of like unicorns, but the exact opposite. It's your worst nightmare.
There are also ornate hourglasses with many, many multitudes of different colors of sand. And as you turn them upside down, the sand drains out of the hourglass but does not go into the lower chamber of that glass. Instead, it disappears and reappears in a different hourglass's chamber. And they swap back and forth,
Huh.
forever changing the colors of sand draining through your hourglass. They are labeled as hourglass.
I like it. That's so
Hourglass.
cute.
I
Nice.
just feel like Hoppy could watch that for hours.
Mm-hmm.
There are also in this thing a mechanized baby bird, an ibis, with clockwork gear that, when wound up, it chirps and tweets its arms around, making lots of noise and show until it needs to be wound up again.
Nice.
Clearly for Hoppy. Just kidding.
And then in the third and final tent, there are a series, dozens and dozens and dozens of locked chests, and before them is a great wheel that has 100 items labeled on it.
I want
And
to
it's
spin
called-
the wheel.
The Wheel of Trinkets.
That's
I
for
want
me.
to spin
That's for
the
me. It's for me.
wheel.
Okay, give me the tickets. Daddy, put me
We had to play the
How
games
much
to get
does
the
it cost to
tickets.
spin the wheel?
No, you
A
have-
wheel spin on the Wheel of Trinkets costs 5 tokens.
in. Let's go.
5 tokens. Okay. Wait, tokens or tickets?
I want claws.
For the purposes of our game, they are the same.
Okay. And we win these by playing the games?
Yep.
So we could potentially each win up to 1, 2. How many games are there? 1, 2.
9.
Or 10. There's 10 icons. Is there 10 games, or is one of the icons the information?
There are. That's without you exploring everything. I don't want to I guess I can tell you. Not all of them will reward tokens. Some of them are just experiential things.
Okay.
And some games might reward more than one.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay, we're moving as a group. Where are we going first?
By the entrance
A
where you
bar?
first came in is a tent with beer kegs everywhere, and the sign out front calls it Tankards Up.
Let's do it.
We're going in.
Tankards up.
As soon as you step
Can
in,
we do our skill challenges before we get wasted?
We can have a drink, do our skill challenges, and then get wasted. But we have to start. You have to pregame.
you walk past several people are stumbling out of the stairs. One of them nearly vomits on your shoes.
Oh no.
Nope.
And as you walk into the tent, there's this unmistakable sense of a brewery, like of just yeasty, meaty like flavors,
Deliciousness.
oak barrels, and human sweat. And as you're taking in the sight, you hear 1, 2, 3, Tankards Up! And a whole line of people just start drinking these giant tankards, two-handed, drinking as much ale as they possibly can and slamming them down on the bar in succession.
Okay, so how do you win? By
Nope.
drinking the most or drinking the fastest?
The alehouse here offers the game of Tankards Up. It is the person who can speed drink the largest number of their massive in-house 2-pint tankards of ale.
Wow.
Okay.
There is a time limit, and it is the person who can consume the most number of these tankards within that time limit. There are 2 factors to consider. First is that drinking this much alcohol will potentially make you very drunk and very sick. And there is a speed component to how quickly you would like to try. I have chosen to name the speeds at which you're trying to drink a tankard a slow, measured pace, which would consume a tankard of ale in 3 rounds, a good pace, which is 1 tankard of ale every 2 rounds, or the chug, which is 1 tankard every round. And at the end of each round, you will make a Constitution saving throw, and that will be modified by the speed at which you're drinking.
I feel like we
We
should
need
do
to
all of the
finish
other
here.
games first. And
Yeah,
then
we
do
need
this
to
one
finish
last.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so
Okay.
we're leaving
Oh, you
here.
guys think that now? You
Uh-huh.
guys
Let's
just
go
think
to
that now?
listen. Shut up. We have to learn about them. Let's go to Smash Smash. Go here.
Um,
Smash Mouth.
the game where the hammer is called Toll the Bell, and there is an enormously heavy sledge that is offered to participants. You can slam the hammer down on a pedestal, which then shoots a bell up the levered arm of a platform, and if that levered dinghy hits a bell, you win a prize.
Let's do it.
There is a 1 gold buy-in to participate in this event, however.
How many golds do I have? I have a
Well,
gold.
this one is for Hoppy and Oni, and I will cheer you on happily. We have a shitload of gold in our.
You don't want to try to get a token or a ticket?
I got this. I'm going to
yeah,
try.
we should all
got
play.
this.
Yeah.
Let's just see how it goes. It'll be fine.
Yeah, 1 gold's nothing. It's fun.
I hesitate,
Who's
but
going?
okay.
Draco, the carney reluctantly hands you the massive hammer that is quite possibly as heavy as you are, but tells you if you ring the bell, you win a prize.
No,
Like,
Amon has to go first.
Almost dismissively.
Amon has
Oh,
to
sorry,
go
I'm
first.
on.
Okay. Just a d20 or a strength check?
Let's strength check, please.
Woohoo!
Your
Strong boy.
strong boy, you do better than some who can't even get the hammer into striking position. It does weigh a considerable amount heavier than you would have guessed it did, and you're able to maneuver it into a strong swing. You hit the pedestal, and the iron bit makes it about halfway up the arm. You closed about halfway the distance to the bell. You get like a lackluster cheer from the people who are observing. Like better than some who couldn't even get the hammer into striking position, but she didn't ring the bell, which is what the audience is really here to see. The guy tells you, unfortunately, you didn't clear the point where he can reward you any tokens, but asks if you'd like to play again.
I'll play one more time. Give him 1 more gold.
Okay,
And-
I'm taking
and then-
gold out of our
Okay.
pot for this.
Okay.
So
Group
okay,
pop.
yeah, keep going.
Can I secretly use my little Namjadan and bless myself for advantage?
I don't mind. Nice. Putting your back into it, let's say, this time gripping harder, trying better, you slam the hammer down as hard as you possibly can, like with a little grunting ki for extra effect, and oh, so close to the bell, and then it falls back down. The audience thought maybe it was going to go the distance. There's a uproarious cheer from the few people who have stayed to watch this event. And the guy tells you that you have cleared the silver marker on the thing and awards you your first token.
Yay! All right, who's next?
They are called
Me, I'll-
tokens
I'll-
of solid
I'll try it.
circus or tosks.
Brendan, hit it really hard. That's the key.
Oh, that's good advice.
I did better than you, bitch.
Oh my goodness. Surprisingly so that it makes the audience like sort of gasp because they assumed you would not even be able to bring the hammer to bear, let alone strike such a damning blow. The iron nugget gets, or ingot rather, gets just short of the bell. A masterful stroke, but you did clear the minimum threshold for 1 token, and he gives you your tosk.
I just bow to him in the crowd, and then I just blow kisses. Because ever the flirt.
Oni, it is your turn.
All right.
Would you like to play this game?
Yes, I want to play this game. Strength check.
Yep.
What? Can I use
That's,
my inspiration to re-roll? That's
no, that's
embarrassing.
Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do it.
Yeah, and that
Still a
technically
token?
should have been worse because that's a strength save, not a strength check.
Oh,
So
sorry.
if you want to use your hero, you can, but
You could just spend another $1.
Right. Just spend
Or
another
I could
dollar.
roll the proper thing.
I just put in another gold for her.
okay.
There. 19.
Oh, 19 is so close; it almost touched. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that the bell makes a sound when that ingot touches it, you would have thought you did it.
All right.
It was so close, and the audience was like, ha ha ha! Oh! But you get the 1 tosk, also 1 token for you.
Okay.
Come on,
Is
Hoppy.
someone keeping track?
Would
You
it-
guys gotta keep track of all your tokens.
Yeah, I've
2
got
questions.
a list for us going.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Happy, go with question.
Would it be considered cheating to use a rage to do this?
I don't know. Like, there's no like rules that have been explained to you other than you have to strike the hammer yourself. So
Maybe I should ask him
That's
if
No,
I'm
thank you.
Nope.
No, thank you.
You don't have to ask him. If it's not listed, you can do it.
okay. Second, would if I put myself in siege mode and it does double damage, would I really only have to roll a 10?
it's not damage though. You're not trying to break the machine. Well, I mean,
Well,
maybe you are, but
Okay. So I was thinking of the Knuckles of Knocking and using a charge on that to make it stronger.
if you were trying to break it, I think I like that a lot. But I think as this is just a measure of how much strength you can leverage, I think not. But I do like
Just
raging.
hit it. Hit it. You're so strong. Hit it.
Okay, I'm gonna
You get
hit it.
advantage on the strength check.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like- You rang the bell.
It does in fact toll out throughout the grounds, Dong! And a bunch of people look up with like a shock because maybe that's the first time it's rung today. Everybody wants to look and see who's done it.
And then I start flexing. I start flexing.
Nice.
Yeah.
The guy begrudgingly gives you 2 tosks for ringing the bell, but then gets out this like weird ladder, and you can see that where the ingot has hit the bell, it has dented the bell and twisted the track that it rides on. So he's got to go up and fix it.
Nice.
Sorry.
Draco, did you want to go?
I was going to give it a try,
Yeah,
but now
hit
I've got a
No,
disadvantage.
it'll
here.
just take him a moment to fix it.
You
All right.
got this.
A tough act to follow, probably, but
Although it would be funnier, the smallest guy here is able to hit it. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
We've had all this build up for you, Draco. Don't let us down.
you are able to grasp the hammer. You lift it over your head, and you do like that teeter-totter thing of like it's about to make you fall over backwards. Just before that teeter, you're able to bring that change the momentum and bring the hammer down, but it barely moves the needle. Not a lack of strength, a lack of form in that particular instance. Like you didn't want to do the embarrassing fall backwards, but that didn't go well.
All right, spit in the hand. I got this. One more time. There we go. Get the crowd to really cheer me on. Huh? I got this. I got this. I got this. And
go!
Yay! Very,
Good job,
very,
little man.
very nearly dinks. Just short of actually touching it. That same kind of visual, like I think it hit that. Maybe when he straightened the bell, he moved it. Carney's
freaking
always
Hoppy! Hoppy, you screwed it up.
But he does give you a token. You have earned 1 task for breaking the threshold. Yep.
Yay! All right, next booth.
I assume I can't.
What was this
do it
guy's
again.
name again?
I mean, you can do it again if you want.
The name of the booth is Toll the Bell, or the name of. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're asking.
The guy that was running the booth.
I don't think I gave him a name, but I can generate one real quick.
It's all good. Never mind. It's fine.
We're gonna call him Todd.
Nice.
Yeah, we love Todd.
Todd.
John, is there a limit to
You
how many
guys
times I can do this? Because I could just keep hitting this and getting tickets. So
He tells you gently. He puts his hand on your chest and says, "You, no more."
Too strong.
Todd cut you off. Okay, are we going? I think that's just food. Or are we going here?
Or like hide the shells thing.
Yeah. So to the left you have a game called Follow the Bean,
Let's do that one.
and to the right you have a game called Beriddled.
Let's go clock.
Yeah, let's follow the bean.
Yeah, let's follow the bean.
Not to be
I
confused with Flick the
love
Bean,
a good
which is
bean.
a
Can we
different
flick it?
carnival game.
We're gonna flicking it.
Jesus.
There's a barker outside who is trying to get people to come in and play. You can tell like maybe this is one of the lesser traveled carnival events. Follow the bean. It's small and green and hard to be seen. Step right up and win some tokens.
We can win tokens. Let's do
do
it.
Like he's surprised that you stop here, and he's like, "Oh, that's me. I'm on." And then he invites you into the arena, and with a flare of prestidigitation, shows you how quickly he can move these half shells around the table, under which will always be a green bean, and you have to tell him under which shell the bean lies.
Okay.
So if we want to maintain the standard order, Amon will go first.
Do we have to pay gold for this one?
Yes.
One gold.
Everything will cost 1 gold. Yep.
Okay.
Anybody who wants to participate, I guess. He makes his first move after showing where the bean starts. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Amon, make a perception check to see if you followed where that bean went.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay, you're pretty sure he made some tricky moves, but you're pretty sure you got it. He shuffles them again. This time, 2 different false moves. I need you to make another perception check. However, just a normal perception. Let's say normally it would be at disadvantage because he was really trying to fix you, but you have advantage natively on perception rolls. He asks you to guess under which shell the bean is, and unfortunately you have guessed incorrectly. He removes the shell and there's nothing there. He then shows you the second and third shells just to prove the bean still exists, but scoops your gold coin off the table into his pouch and asks if you'd like to play again. Because this is the game of Follow the Bean. It's small and green and hard to be seen.
I'll take one of my own gold for my second try.
Okay, well, deduct it from your sheet.
Pay attention now. I'm very fast. Okay, you are locked in. You're certain. You know exactly where it is. Oh, he does his deft maneuver where he tries to trick you. And this time you tap on it, and before he even moves anything, like you can see his face gets all dowery and sunken. He pulls it back, and there is in fact the bean. You have found the bean. He begrudgingly takes a token out of his left purse and slides it across the table to you. You have earned a task.
Task complete.
Nice.
Renan, do you want to play?
Hell yeah.
He shows you the bean. All right, you're pretty sure you've got a good grasp on it. So, do you have advantage on perception rolls?
I don't know. I'm just amazing at it.
My only ask is because that second deft flourish that he does would give you disadvantage on perception rolls. Amon rolled normally because of the eye advantage on perception. So that second roll should be. Oh, it doesn't matter. You're just excellent at it, I've been told. He again thinks he's done a pretty good job of disguising where the bean is. He looks up and you are already eyeing it. Before you can even finger it, he's like, "Oh my god, what is with me today?" and just shows you the bean and just throws the token across you the table like he's
I'm
having
gonna
an
stop
off.
him and I'm gonna say, hey, how about best 2 out of 3? If I win 3 in a row, you give me 4 tokens. And I'll pay you 5 gold.
He agrees to that. That's straight up Carney's alley. That's for sure a good thing.
4 tokens for 5 gold?
Listen, I want all of the things, Meg,
Okay.
and this is obviously my game.
I like it. Go.
Oh, and then my second roll is disadvantage, right?
Yes, please.
If I miss one of these, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
You missed the first one. Oh, Jesus.
You do find the bean, no problem that time. He's a little disappointed, but still another game to play.
Oh, jeez.
You know for sure where it is right now. It's small and green and hard to be seen. Disadvantage as he tries to trick you. Oh! Heartbreak! You have guessed incorrectly. And as he pulls the shell up, he's smirking like a shit-eating grin and just goes, "Nope."
Best out of 3.
Sorry
You get
about
another
that.
game. You paid for 5 total. You just got to get best out of
No.
3.
This is my third game because the first one counted.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. I'm gonna weak to him and be like, I let you have it, baby.
Nice.
Yeah. He quickly misreads the situation and thinks maybe you're actually flirting with him.
Ooh.
No.
Just in time for
No.
Oni to step up to the booth and just awkward boner killer kind of situation.
I have
Yeah, am I really
terrible.
like
Only
brain on
the boner
this side?
killer.
I have terrible perception, but I'm gonna play anyway. All right.
His first flourish is no good. You know exactly where the bean is for sure. And you are equally as certain you know exactly where it is now.
I'm not
Frustratingly,
trying again.
He reveals it is not there.
Definitely not trying again. You're up, Poppy.
I'm gonna try it once.
Mhm. These are not our games. We'll have other games.
16 is
This is
sort of
my
like
game. I just
the minimum
failed at
threshold.
it.
You think you know where it is, and he's laughing at you because you're using your finger to sort of trace in space where the bean is in your mind.
May I use consult the spirits to wheel or woe to give myself advantage on now
Yeah.
it's just
The wheeler dealer says, "Praise the ancestors."
So that
do I
means
get advantage or do I get
you roll regular because you
normal?
don't have disadvantage?
Oni is correct.
Hey!
Even a blind squirrel.
Nice.
He tells you as he
squirrel.
passes you your token. Mutters something about a good guess.
All right, Draco, you're up.
All right, here's my coin. I got this.
Follow the bean. It's small and green and hard to be seen. You're pretty sure you've got it. As he does his secondary flourish, though, that have a couple of pretty deft maneuvers in there. Do you follow it?
No.
The answer is no, you do not.
Oh, that so sucks. The 25
he
was so
reveals.
nice.
Are you trying another one, or are we moving on to the next game?
I want to
I
do one
remember.
more.
All right,
I want to
Renan,
get a
do
coin
one
for
more.
it.
Okay, Renan, you're up.
I really hope that this works because I'm gonna be really sad if it doesn't.
He says, "Back for more, huh?"
Cool. Give me that
Yep.
one.
You find the bean, no problem. Not playing games this time, no flourishing, no, just it's there. And it is. 1 token for you.
Awesome.
All right. To the
Okay,
rope
we're going
ladder?
to the ladder.
The game to the north is called Spider's Web, and the game to the right of that is called Midnight.
Spider's Web.
What is midnight?
Midnight is a dice game
Oh,
that
okay.
involves in-time gambling.
Yeah.
You each roll 2 dice. However, one of them is kept hidden under a cup, and a round of betting begins. After the public die is revealed to everybody, you bet, and then the hidden die is revealed, and the person who wins, or the person with the highest number of combined total, wins half of the pool. However, half of the pool always stays until any player rolls 12, which is called Midnight, and then they get the entire pot.
That's awesome. That's gonna be a fun one.
All right. We're going to start with the
Okay,
ladder
what's
first.
So we're gonna
We'll
roll
work our way
dice.
around.
Yeah, we're doing the ladder first, then we'll do that one.
Okay. Spider's Web is a series of rope ladders and taut lines that are stretched across the interior of this pool. Has about maybe a foot of water in its entirety as like a safe landing space, but the intricate spider's network of webs and rope ladders stretch up and over this arena, cresting at about a height of 25 feet and then arcing back down. The goal is to make it to the other side of the spider's web without getting wet.
I'm in.
Amon goes
I'm
first.
small, so I'm small, so I can do it.
Question: do you have to touch the ladders and stuff to get across, or can you just jump across, or could you teleport yourself across?
Cheater.
There is the stated rules just say make it to the other side without getting wet. We've yet to find like strict rules enforcement here at the circus, so maybe we can find out.
Okay.
If you intend to simply climb the rope lattice and network of taut lines I'm on, it is an athletics or acrobatics check, whichever you prefer, to get started.
Nice.
Excellent. You make it all the way to the top of that crested peak that I told you about, almost 25 feet in the air. And once you're there, there's a screw at the top of the ceiling that once you ascend to that point begins to suddenly ratchet very, very quickly back and forth, which shakes the entire network of spider webs. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Nice.
You do not lose your grip at all and are able to easily descend from the peak and finish the course landing on the other side. The team of guides there that are like the exact kind of rope instructor kids you would imagine are happy to give you 1 token.
Hooray!
Renan, do you wish to participate?
Yes, and I would like to first drink a potion of climbing.
Okay.
I don't know what that does, but that's what I
It
wanted to do.
gives you a climb speed equal to your speed.
That
so
did nothing
you-
for me.
You basically adhere to the ropes, so no check is required. You climb the ropes effortlessly, delicately like a spider in some instances, just using your fingers and toes to make contact with the ropes in a way that is visually stunning. When the ratcheting screw happens at the top of the structure, you are not thrown because of your climb speed. You have basically perfect purchase to the climbing strata, and you are able to descend however you'd like. You can even dismount with a flip or a back tuck or something.
Yeah, I will definitely like front flip, land on my feet, but like Spider-Man style.
Quick question, John.
Mhm.
How much do those
What-
potions cost?
I got it a long time ago.
Is it more than 1 gold usually?
Yes. Usually more than 1 gold.
I want the tokens. I'm here for the glory. We've got 1,000,000 gold. I don't give a shit.
That's
Oni, would you
hilarious.
like to participate?
Yes, I would like to
Don't
participate.
kink shame people who like to go to carnivals.
Thank you,
All right,
Mark. Thank you,
so
Hoppy.
I'm gonna start with an athletics check.
Yes.
It's only
Ooh.
17.
So it is a rough start. You almost fall a couple of times climbing up to the top. You are maybe a little nervous because you know what happens when you summit the peak. And once you're there, that ratcheting screw just starts spinning back and forth.
I'm not
I need you to
looking
make a
forward to
dexterity
this.
saving throw.
Hey.
Nice.
You clutch in there, and you sort of like awkwardly climb all the way down to the other side dry. It wasn't pretty, but it was exactly what you needed to do to get that token.
Yay! Got a token.
Nice.
Oh,
All right, this should
sorry.
be good. Go, Hoppy. This is gonna be hilarious.
Did Amon and Renan get their tokens? I didn't write them down.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Or no one's failed this event.
Wow.
Nice.
Go Happy.
With so I'm going to climb up, but I'm going to have the immovable rod in the other hand.
Nice.
So when I get to the top and it starts shaking, I'm just going to hold on to the immovable rod.
Okay. The athletics check is awesome. It's hard to know whether Hoppy didn't consider using the lower half of his body to climb, or whether it was like just a flex on everybody else, but like in the hardest possible way, upper body only, all the way up the ropes course. When it starts to swing and ratchet, making that shaking spiderweb effect, you deploy your immovable rod. I'll give you advantage on your saving throw.
Nice.
Oh,
Not a
nice.
problem. You descend all the way down. Somebody was like, I really thought for sure he was going to lose his grip there. But Hoppy has earned himself a token.
I am a remarkable athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Not as remarkable as Oni, but
I was not a very remarkable athlete on my rolls.
Draco, do you want to play this game?
Of course, can't be showing up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good start. You make it all the way up to the top when that ratcheting screw begins to turn everything into a chaotic nightmare. Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, nice.
Talk about the bare minimums. You managed to just scoot by with exactly what you needed. You do not fall into the water pit below. You exit the course cleanly, and you have earned a token.
Woohoo!
All right, to the
Yes.
dice, to the dice.
You can
But
hear
see,
lots of...
I at least made it more entertaining, at least.
That's true. Moving into the midnight tent, you can hear lots of dice, sort of like Yahtzee. You can hear dice being rolled in wooden cups, tossed down. But there's not a lot of talking. There seems to be a lot of focus. There are 3 tables. Each table can accommodate up to 10 players. Each table has its own different pot. 2 tables seem to have a pretty large pot, and it looks like one of them just had a midnight because the pot is nothing. Where would you like to play?
I want to go with the
Not
highest
there.
pot. The highest pot win.
I'm good with that.
Okay. You guys have to wait a little while because that's where everybody wants to play. The pot at the table with the highest amount of gold still in it is up to 110 gold so far, and climbing. To play this game, all 10 players are seated. Everybody spends a gold to roll their dice. 1 die is rolled publicly, and 1 die is rolled secretly. You can see your secret die. No one else can until it's revealed. After everybody gets a chance to see the publicly rolled die, there is another round to bet up to 5 gold. To stay in the game, you have to match that amount, or you can just withdraw. You can raise if the amount isn't 5, but it can't exceed 5 in a round of betting. And then the hidden die roll is revealed, and the person who has the highest total wins half of the pot. If any player at any point rolls 2 6s, so their public die and their hidden die are both 6s, that's called midnight. You beat any other midnight player, and you take the entire pot.
Is it only on dual 6s?
It is only on dual 6s.
So do we whisper you our second roll?
So the macro that you guys found earlier and we're taking advantage of,
Midnight roll.
called Midnight.
Oh, I don't see that one.
It's up.
And
It's on the top left.
It's moved now, though. For me.
I don't see it anymore.
I was just showing you it. I can't move it.
If
I
you
can't
switch
move
from
it.
dark
It
mode,
should
it's a
be in
lot
the-
easier to see.
Oh, let me switch from dark mode.
It also should be in the bar now, also down below.
Maybe
Nope.
I need to refresh. Hold on.
I don't
I don't
see
see
it.
it on the bar below.
Yeah, mine's
I'm gonna-
I see it up top.
Pause. I'm gonna
I'm
refresh.
gonna refresh.
You guys, I'm about to pee my pants. I'll be right back.
Go.
You're welcome
Yeah.
for oversharing.
Not that
After I
kind of
clicked
stream.
it the one time, now I don't see it. Let's see.
So if you're seeing it in the upper left-hand corner, that's because you're seeing it as a token action. To make that appear, if you select any token, including your own, it should appear in the upper left-hand corner. But
Got
it
it.
should also be bottom
There it
right
is.
of the tray at the bottom.
I see.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I see. You click it and it clicks it.
I don't see it in the lower tray, but if I have my character selected, I can see it.
I made it as a token action that way, regardless of where you should be able to access it.
Ooh, Mark has at least 1 6. 2.
Oh shoot! Oh my goodness!
All right, so that's everybody I think has rolled. There are 5 other players at this table. There are 2 other 6s showing and 3 3s. Does anybody here want to increase the amount they've bet up to a maximum of 5 gold? We'll start with Amon.
No, thank you. I will check.
Do you think Renan would, with a 3 showing?
Probably
No.
not.
She'd probably
Oni?
check. Yeah.
I mean-
I'm gonna stay.
So
Copy.
just to confirm the way this game works, if you aren't already showing one of the highest numbers on the deck, or on the dice, what's the incentive to keep playing?
There probably isn't, unless you know
Just
that
making
your
sure there's
hidden
not another.
die is huge. Like if you had a 9 in the hole and a 3
Oh.
displaying, a 9 will beat half of the other results potentially on average.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm
so
back,
the two.
but I
So which of the
legitimately
two
don't know
numbers
what
we rolled?
The
so
first number,
This is just showing. We're all showing the same number twice. So is that just one of the two numbers?
No.
you whispered me your hidden. So if you see
Oh.
let me see yours. Yours in this example is the same number twice, but one of them was whispered to me and one of them was public.
Okay.
So like everybody saw Hoppy's roll of 6. So Hoppy has a
Mhm.
public 6. You don't know what's under his cup. I do, but you don't.
Gotcha.
So like
I'm
it's a
gonna
world where it's
raise.
a 1.
Oh, I see.
I'm gonna
Okay,
raise
so
by 5.
All right.
I didn't see the 2 GM part. That's the hidden dice.
Hoppy, you can raise up to 5 gold, and then everybody has to decide whether they want to match it or withdraw.
Raise to 5.
I will withdraw.
The other 3 of the other players withdraw. 2 of them stay in.
I glare at Hoppy,
Yeah.
and I will do the 5. Actually, can I raise 5 more?
No.
No. Okay, so it's only 5.
Hoppy's not a very good gambler, so he's just going all in.
Oni, or excuse me, Renan and or Amon, are you guys in or out? It's 5 gold
I'm out.
in if you're staying in.
Audi 5000.
I gotta be honest, I don't understand the game. I had to pee so bad I wasn't paying attention, and I apologize.
You rolled 2 dice. One of them is revealed to everybody. That 3 is a roll that everybody saw. There's a round of betting based on what you think the strength of your hidden die is, which no one can see. That's the other number that you rolled to me that says 2 GM.
And highest number,
Yeah, high roll
Wins?
wins.
yeah, I'm out.
Okay. Unfortunately, as the dealer reveals the mugs, she immediately declares midnight and points to Draco, who has in fact rolled 2 6s on his very first game.
Amazing!
I figured there was either I was gonna win or one of us had midnight. So
So Draco, you have earned 136 gold.
Woohoo!
That's awesome! No tokens, though, from this game. It's just gold.
This is just gold.
Okay. Well, I'm done with this one then.
Hey,
done with this one.
That was fun.
Draco just bankrolled the entire carnival.
Congrats, Draco.
Did 136?
Nice.
Now we're
Yep,
going to the
136.
archery spot, and then we'll do the lips and the paw print, and then the whatchamacallit, if we have time.
Fortune teller.
Yeah.
Yep.
This one is
Unless it's
called
just a golf ball.
In a Pig's Eye. It's an archery event where you're trying to shoot at the targets that are increasingly farther and farther away. You get you get 5 arrows, and the goal is to make 3 bullseyes.
Okay.
Once you bullseye a target, you must then attempt the next target. Amon, you'll play first. If you like to, you can draw their bow. They make you play with their bow, not your bow, unfortunately. The first target is only 30 feet away, the second target is 80 feet away, and the final target is 200 feet away. But I'd like you to make a ranged attack roll against the nearest target first.
What do we roll for ranged attack?
A d20 plus proficiency bonus plus dexterity.
So I can't just roll my moon bow.
We can back out the magical bonus if that's just easier, or if you have a different.
I was trying to see if I had a different bow, but it doesn't look like I do.
Is it a longbow?
Sword.
It is.
Same thing? Okay.
Amon, you are able to bullseye the very first near target to no one's surprise. You now have 4 shots left to attempt to bullseye the remaining 2 targets. Make a second attack against the 80-foot distant target. That is also a bullseye at the 80-foot target. You have 3 shots remaining to bullseye the farthest target. However, this is made a disadvantage due to the distance.
All right. Here we go.
Sadly, that just misses.
No!
Oof.
But you have 2 more shots.
Ooh.
Nope.
Much worse. Oh, no. Having hit 2 targets, you have earned 1 token. And a soft round of applause from the people who have congregated around this one to watch. There are not many perforations on that most distant target, so it seems like almost no one even hits the target, let alone bullseyes it. Renan.
Meg, did you get that token?
I did.
Sweet.
You have 4.
Renan.
I'm aware. I'm sorry. I'm trying to coordinate shit with my fucking family. Okay. I can just use my short bow, right? Even though it's not a long bow.
As long as there's no magical property to it, that should be fine, yeah. That should be the basic roll of
Yeah, there are.
Dex.
My Roll20 is acting really crazy right now. I'm sorry.
No worries. The first one is a great hit. You bullseye that closest target. You now take aim at the 80-foot distant target. If you're not going to move as Renan, I believe you can probably get advantage on these attack rolls.
Ooh.
Ooh, smart.
Look
I
at that
still am-
sneak, though. A 29 sneak? Woo.
Yeah, dude, that's probably my highest
Your
sneak that I can
damage is
do.
amazing.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
That's a short sword.
Second one is also good.
Sorry, I hit the wrong thing, but I think it's like the same.
Yeah, it looks like it will be the same bonuses.
Yeah.
I like that you just threw your sword at it.
All right. The third one is the 200-foot distant target with
So I'll
disadvantage
take it
on
at
the roll,
normal.
so you'll make normal. Yep.
Hey!
Wow! A perfect bullseye. When the attendant for this game goes out to get it, he calls all of the other attendants to look at it, and they put their various measuring sticks on it. It is geometrically in the exact center of the target.
You made you look bad, Amon.
Are there more?
She
Like,
also-
does she get? She has 2 more arrows. Does she get to keep shooting, or is that the farthest one away?
If you'd like to, you've earned the maximum reward, but if you just want to show off, I'm all about that.
Oh,
You accidentally
It's like-
shoot one of the attendants who's trying to pull your arrow out. It hits him right in his butt.
I'll just wink again. That's my job. Sometimes you just gotta teeter totter. It's all about balance, you know?
Mhm.
You got one more. You get
Alright, I'm
65
done.
damage.
I mean, I'll
That's
shoot
amazing.
it just for fun.
18.
You get on the paper, but nowhere near the bullseye.
All right. What is her reward for max reward?
2 tokens.
2 tokens.
So that leaves me at 4, right?
No, you have 4. You have 7 because you played the P game so often. You got 3 from that. Plus, you have 2 from this one and 1 each from the rope ladder and the hammer.
Okay.
Oni, do you want to play Pig's Eye?
Yes, I want to play Pig's Eye, and I can just use my longbow.
Yep.
Okie doke. Well, that's not going to do it.
Unfortunately, at the closest possible distance,
That will do it.
you get. Yep. You hit
Tried
the
to
first
make up
target.
for it.
You do also hit the second target.
Okay.
Now disadvantage for the third 200-foot distant target. No, it goes off into the weeds somewhere.
Does 17 hit?
You hit the target, but nowhere
For
near
my
the
last
bullseye.
arrow? All right.
You're on the paper, but
So I
it
get
didn't
1.
wholly invert. Yep, 1
Two.
token for you.
All right. I only have 3 tokens.
Poppy, you're up.
Oh, I don't get advantage on this.
So just 22.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the wrong one.
18
18
and 18. Those are 2 hits so far.
and disadvantage on the third.
That is regrettably a miss.
That is 2. That is 2.
All right, 1
One
token
for
for Hoppy. You don't know how the other 2 always make that look so easy, but
Mhm.
All right. Concentrate, and oh wait, that was a disadvantage hit.
Yeah, you shouldn't get
Sev-
disadvantage yet.
17 hits. That's the first one that would have been rolled.
Yep.
You can roll again normally for the second one at 80 feet. That is a miss.
Concentrate and
Oh, that one's worse. Like
You overthought it.
Renan is giving you some kind of shit about broadsides of barns and your inability to hit them, and as you turn to talk shit, you just loose the arrow into the crowd somewhere. You hear someone scream in the distance and like bashfully look back at what you're doing.
So
my bad. Okay, last shot, right? We're gonna
The
get
same
one shot more.
attendant.
That hits the second target,
Yay!
and you have one more shot, I think, at disadvantage for the far, far away one. Oh, close. You almost hit the paper, yeah. You have earned 1 token, though.
Yeah,
Well
I got a
done,
token.
Nice.
And killed somebody. Some baby. Oh shit.
My
But hey,
child!
we can all heal now.
All right. To the mouth one.
To the mouth one.
To the mouth one.
This is, as you might have guessed, a kissing booth.
Hell yeah, I'm in. Let's go.
However, as you approach the booth, it is shrouded in an air of mystery as you can see a figure, like shadowy silhouette, just behind this gossamer curtain. The air in here somehow feels warmer than the outside air, and there's like almost like a tropical jungle sort of clinging moisture everywhere.
Smells like sex.
Amon, not untrue. Close the curtains, you're letting the stank out.
Oh, gross! Ooh. I hate it.
Amon, the sign says that the kissing booth costs 1 gold to participate. Do you want to participate in the kissing booth?
Yeah.
As you step forward, leaving the party behind you, this sheer gossamer curtain stands between you and this sort of amorphous, shadowy figure. You can feel briefly a tingling in the foresection of your mind's eye, and the shape behind the gossamer curtain changes, shifts ever so slightly in shape and size. Before you, as the curtain is pulled back, stands the most attractive person you can imagine. Describe to us what that person looks like.
Damn, I've been wanting to roleplay some of this, and I haven't thought it out yet. um, it's just this like gladiator dude, just like Conan the Barbarian.
Nice.
Yeah, just like 6'6" and wearing like Conan, cow leather.
Nice. As you approach to lean in for your kiss, he, with very strong and powerful arms, sort of grabs you by the shoulders and pulls you in closely and tightly. His form seems to keep adjusting to your innermost desires as he strongly, forcefully almost kisses you long and deeply. Every time you think like, oh, if his triceps were only a little bit larger, that would be so hot. And like they seem to swell beneath the palms of your hand.
Disgusting.
After what seems like it's been several minutes, your leather bondage Conan slowly pulls away from your long, deep, wet kissing and thanks you. And the gossamer curtain closes, sealing you two off. And all that remains is that sort of amorphous, shadowy figure behind the curtain again.
I'll be
But no
outside if
token.
anyone needs me.
I'm summoning the obelisk. No one come in.
I'll be outside if you guys need me.
So wait, what?
No
we're
wait,
just
no wait.
kissing
I
this
want to
thing?
see what Renan.
We don't know what's happening.
No, as far like you could see from behind that Amon got a very sensual, very satisfying kiss. His foot came off the ground a little bit.
Ooh. Little leg
Um,
kick. I
But
like it.
we're not getting. He didn't get a token.
He got something.
Yeah,
I
this
got-
isn't where tokens. I don't want to go in.
No complaints.
All right, I'm going in.
This is not for Odin.
Renan, as you approach, you can feel your heartbeat start to sort of pick up in pace and rhythm. The gossamer curtain parts just as it did for Amon, and as it does, this sort of vaguely shapeless, voidy form transforms into the object of your deepest sexual desire. What does the person standing before you look like?
Draco.
It's
I'm
Draco.
a very androgynous, like mer person, but like obviously not a mer person because they're on land. But there's like iridescent scales, very long hair, but like masculine-ish features, but still very feminine.
This perfect person, as you think about it, draws you in softly for a kiss, putting their forefinger and thumb like on your chin to just gently draw your face into theirs. And as the kissing begins, you can't imagine a more sensual feeling. There's this pervasive tickle in the forefront of your brain that sends cold shivers down the spine of your entire body. You get goose pimples, and honestly, you have no idea how long you've been kissing this person, but abruptly, it just ends. A warm, almost moist hand leaves your cheek, gently brushing hair out from behind your ear, and she disappears behind the gossamer curtain, shunts, and this androgynous form disappears back into a blank templated silhouette.
So sad. Satisfied. I also am going to go summon the obelisk.
If you'll excuse me.
Come on, out of the way. Ah,
I have things to do. You can't ask me about my things.
I gotta vacuum my room. God.
Gonna take a shower for 30 minutes.
Jesus. Wow.
Amazing.
It's been wild.
Only you've seen two people now enjoy the kissing booth, both of whom have walked away with an otherworldly sense of pleasure and kind of just a lighter step than when they entered. Would you like to play this game?
No. If there's no tokens, I have no interest. I have other things to do with my time.
Okay. Hoppy, would you like to play Kissing Booth?
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Was I muted?
Yep.
You were.
Sorry. I'll skip.
Okay. Draco, would you like to play Kissing Booth?
Now if I go, hey Jerry, how's it going?
It's like, oh my God, Draco, is that you? Yeah, keep on going, man. You know,
Oh my god, that's
same day,
amazing.
different dollar. But what are you gonna do?
Nice.
Hey, speaking of that, do you want to do my thing, or you want to? Like, I'm
Maybe
down
later.
if you are. Like, I don't. Okay, yeah, no.
Hit me up later.
It,
We'll
it was
see.
a stupid. It was silly. That was dumb. Yeah. Okay.
So good. So good.
Yeah. If you see any suckers, send them my way, though. Yeah.
I sent you two. You're welcome.
You guys can hear that Draco's having a familiar conversation with the person behind the gossamer curtain, who in this moment has like a deep baritone voice that is got like a nasally quality to it, and shatters some of the deeply sensual illusions you had moments ago.
All right.
Not for me. We like it all. We'll take a baritone, nasal. Who's to say my mer person wasn't a baritone nasally person?
Indeed.
Mhm.
Well, about that nasal girl.
That's amazing.
Does anyone else want to play Kissing Booth?
I want to play bear paw.
Bear paw.
This tent is not a tent, but a series of animal corrals in paddocks, and the banner above it welcomes you to the Beastly Boys exhibit.
Ooh.
Hey, Amon, it's for you.
They
Hoppy
encourage you to
getting a
step inside and test your knowledge of all things that walk, swim, and fly across the face of Geb.
This is not for me.
It's a quiz
This is-
show.
Yeah, here we go. Let's go. You're up, Amon.
You are ushered into a paddock where you are seated with today's showing. There's about 20 total people in this. You guys are 5 of that 20. And before you is a cage, or at least the bars of a cage that open into a larger exhibit. That would be the large paddock that you probably saw outside but couldn't see into from the outside. It's got a large rock and some natural foliage, or at least the artifice of natural foliage and a forested jungle-like environment. Then suddenly, giant, thick black velveteen curtains draw across the entirety of this window, and one of the Beastly Boys, whose name is Marv, tells you that he is prepared to present the first specimen. The first to identify this creature will earn themselves a token.
Ooh.
And he takes his hands like this and makes the gesture of a small circle. And as he does that, the cloak that has closed across this becomes transparent. And he moves it around across the curtain, showing you a peek. And you can see this the subtle movements of a creature getting into position on that stony outcropping. And he shows you a small bit of this creature and asks you to identify it.
Oh shit, I'd actually know this one.
It's Appa.
We fought
Is-
one of these guys.
Say, I don't know if we need initiatives here. I think if you know it, shout it out.
It's the mind sucker thing. No.
I don't think that they're anywhere known as the mind sucker thing.
That's what I know them as.
Yeah, but that's not gonna work for every creature,
That's not
unfortunately.
right. Okay. I don't know its formal name.
He asks, "No one can tell me what beast this is." Not you,
Amon,
ma'am.
don't you have like identify beast?
Sir.
Could I
Well,
roll animal handling or something?
I was going to offer it to players first. If players don't recognize it, I would allow for in-character rolls. This beast would be
Oh,
knowledge
Atua!
arcana.
Was
It
I
is
wrong?
not, but that's a really
Atua.
good guess. Yeah.
Look at all your animal parts you have, Poppy. You probably have it.
Yes, I'm looking.
Hold on while I look through my backpack. Is it one of
I-
these? No. Is it one of these? No.
I can't read this. Hold on a sec. Oh, there we go.
Like, that image looks very familiar. I know what I can picture it. I just can't remember the name.
Not Otyug.
10 more seconds and then
Roll. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna
we'll
roll.
or pass. Okay.
Do you want
knowledge arcana?
knowledge arcana? Oh, and I assume that we can't roll it if we're not proficient.
It will be. I guess you could roll it and
Oh,
just
wait.
see if you know. But
Still at disadvantage. Okay, there you go. It's
Well, I
12.
get a -1, so
Was it better than I did there? Oh, that was
so
Oni.
so far nobody knows. Going once.
Come
Going
on.
twice. He says, "This is the mighty
Sorry, wait.
Displacer
Sorry, I was
Beast."
muted.
The
was-
Displacer
Dang it.
Beast!
Sorry, I was muted.
Did you know
I
that
was
one?
going to ask if a nature check can work. I was just going to ask if a nature check.
And
Can
Well,
that
he already
example-
said it, so that one we didn't know.
Well,
Move on to the next.
I know.
Same
I
thing.
was just
Curtain
muted.
opaquely closes. He draws that transparent silhouetted circle, moves it across to give you a couple little sneaky peeks, and then focuses on the very specific fluted tail of this creature. What is this beast?
I gotta be honest. I don't know the names of any creatures we fought.
that's not the Otyug, is it?
It is not.
That doesn't. Jeez.
I don't know. So I rolled 17
This one will be knowledge nature.
on knowledge nature. Okay. Then
Nobody
16.
knows it instantly.
No.
No.
All right, then it looks like Amon, the character, knows it as the Rust Monster, the copper color fluted tail of the Rust Monster, whose antennae will instantly corrode and rust any metal it touches.
Did we fight that one?
Yeah, we did.
I fought that one.
Wasn't it in the? Oh, it was in the cave, and we decided not to go that direction, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I thought it was many years ago. Well,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
how about this creature?
Oh, that's ugly.
Not one we've fought.
Was it a?
It's a Skeksis.
It doesn't look a lot.
It looks like a lot like a Skeksis. Okay, what did we roll?
If nobody player-wise,
Harpy?
it is not a harpy. This will be Arcana also. Ooh, not a thing we're collectively very good at, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
This floating brain with a beak and
That's
tentacles is a grell.
Yeah, duh.
What the grill?
Mm-hmm. The next creature on the don't let the size fool you. It's a very small foot, simply magnified here for clarity purposes.
Littlefoot.
It's a little one.
It's a dragon.
It is not
It's
a
a
dragon, but it's
velociraptor.
very close.
Oh,
A drake.
It is not a drake.
no, what's the other thing?
I don't have it.
Only you know.
I wish we could see more of it.
Nature.
It is.
No,
yeah,
wait,
say nature.
No. What
I
do the
won't say-
riders ride? A griffin?
Oh,
It is not a griffin, but I can see where you got there with those claws.
It looks
Damn
like it's
it.
holding something in its claw, almost like a hand. Is it a humanoid thing?
It is a humanoid thing.
One of those kobolds?
Hey, Meg! It
Did
is
I
in
get
fact
it right?
a kobold. Yeah.
Amazing!
No,
Nice.
finally.
I get a token!
I'm gonna give players who guess correctly 2 tokens,
There you go.
and a character who gets it with check gets 1.
That sounds good.
Nice.
Good job,
Good job.
Meg. That's a dragon.
Do you think that is?
Drake.
Do you have to be specific about it being like a silver dragon?
Griffin.
Specificity will always be helpful.
Barry and Drake.
And like the other one, is much smaller than the image suggests. It's being magnified to help you see some of its qualities. It does have a ridge of spikes and leathery like bat wings. However, on the crest and shoulders, you can see what looks like the hint of feathering.
It's a dragon bird. It's a eagle.
Yes, the famous dragon bird.
Mhm.
The famous Dreagle. I made it up.
The
clearly you
hallmark
didn't make it
character
up.
of Dragons and Bridges.
Dragons and bridges, yes.
I really want it to be a griffin, but it's not.
If
I don't know
no
what that
player
is.
has a
Wyvern?
guess, we can roll Arcana.
Wyvern.
It is not a wyvern.
Hey, my rolls suck today.
Yeah, Arcana's not the strong
Arcana.
suit.
Renan is the only player who knows it. It is a cockatrice.
Yeah, duh. Come on, guys. It's a cockatrice.
Oh.
Not a
Do I
cockatrice,
get
not a
a
cockatrice.
token?
You
Yeah,
get
not a
token,
not a
yeah.
cocker twice.
Yeah,
Meg,
it's
did
3
you get my
times.
token?
I did.
Thank you.
Mhm.
For this one, they tell anyone in the audience who has a sensitive heart to leave the tent now, and for the purposes of safety, you must only gaze upon this creature through this reflective mirror, which drops from the ceiling, allowing you to look into the mirror at what they're about to reveal to you. Brace yourselves, audience members, and fear not as you gaze upon...
Oh,
Draco's butthole.
A Dementor!
A Dementor.
It does have Dementor-like qualities. It's the long open
It's a
slit in its
soul
mouth
sucker.
seems like a mouth, and it...
Is it
I
some
don't
kind
know.
of wraith?
It does
A
definitely appear
Bogart.
to have... Say that again?
A Bogart?
A Bogart.
Oh, no. Very close, though. Like, hauntingly close.
Bogarth.
Specifically,
Bogart.
he's a Bogart named Garth. He's Bogarth.
I don't know what the D&D character name is.
Yeah.
It is unlikely any player would know this one except for Michelle. Not in a way
great.
that I'm calling you out or making you responsible. I just know that you as a person has definitely fought these before.
I'm sure I have, and I'm sure I called it a Dementor when I fought it.
Knowledge religion to have character identify it.
Oh, is this what we fought when I was having nightmares? Was as not sorry. Oh my god. Ollie?
We did fight this in that campaign.
Mark got a 17.
Poppy
That's-
and Draco both correctly identify this undead monstrosity as a Bodak.
Does Draco
Oh,
get
Bodak.
it because he rolled first? Does Draco get the token?
I think that is how, in my mind, how I was gonna. Yeah. Again, slightly magnified to heighten its characteristics and make it more clear. Its
I
giant green eye is a significant portion of its entire head.
I hate
Kind
it.
of
Whatever it is,
Smile.
I hate it.
Nope. You can. Well, I don't know if you're seeing it that way, but you can see shoulders for sure, suggesting that it at least has arms.
Oh, I mean, it could very easily not.
I
have
hate
arms.
it. Whatever it is, I hate it.
I like the smile
It's
on his face. He's like
Weird
very
because
happy.
it's smiling, right? But it's also
Yeah.
like, I don't think I should like you.
Have we
Honestly,
fought this?
nah.
No,
This
this is
is
not
one.
the thing
Okay.
that we have encountered.
He'd actually be a cool little pet, though. It looks like with that smile.
should we
I could see him
roll?
torturing Rinnan all the time.
This one is Arcana.
Arcana.
Oh, jeez, these rolls suck.
Hey!
I get it. I
Yep.
get it.
Renan, you recognize this from research in history and tomes as a Nothic.
Well, I hate him, and I never want to see him in real life. Thank you.
I'll put him away.
Thank you.
He tells you that only a few guesses remain. He says he'll start with what he thinks is the easiest one to help mollify those of you who haven't yet had a successful guess. If you don't know this one, then you should get out of the business.
Beholder.
Beholder.
Yep, Mark gets Beholder. That's two,
That's-
Do we?
remember,
Can
Yeah,
we
I
do
got
another
it
one
too.
for who rolls the highest?
Mark.
We're gonna play the dice game.
This is
Rollies.
something that everybody except Megan and Zach, I think, has fought in different campaigns. We have not seen it in this one. As the other ones were magnified in to show you detail, this has been significantly scaled out to allow a significant enough portion of the creature to be displayed. It is much larger than this segment would suggest.
It's a
Sandworm.
blue centipede.
I mean, that is a great description of what it looks like.
Remoraz.
Yeah, Mark, well done.
Dang.
Mark, are you Googling?
I will not confirm nor deny. I remember
The
it was,
rules have not been
Get those
stated.
coins.
I did have to Google it, but it was Remor, like it was like Remerage or something like that is what I had. So I Googled Remor Monster D&D and got that. So
All right. This one should be fresh on everybody's mind because we literally just fought one.
Scorpion.
bull.
The
Scroll up.
Bugatti,
But
Hold on.
Mark's Googling. You have a second.
Hold on.
no,
hold on.
I'm scrolling up. Bullet.
this-
Yep.
Bullet.
Boule. Yep.
Gosh
Boule.
dang it.
The Boule, sometimes known as D&D's land shark.
Robert Boulay.
Okay, so Mark gets that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, Mark's got a ton of tokens.
I mean, he's got the bestiarii, so he's our beast boy.
Yep.
He's got one more in this showing, and he asks the crowd if you would like an easy challenge for 1 token, a challenge of medium difficulty for the potential to win 2, or an extremely hard challenge with the potential to win 3 tokens.
Extremely
go
hard.
hard.
Because then we
Easy.
gotta end the session.
All right. Here it is.
A genie.
It's a Pikachu.
Deny.
A
Dragon.
Nope.
The what's the human dragon thing called? I don't remember.
It's smoking. It's
First guess, or first clue, is that those aren't scales, that's fur. Each finger ends in a pointed, sharp claw that appears to be retractable.
So what are the cat people called in D&D?
Last clue, it's clutching a pipe. In its right hand.
Bowser.
Right-handed cat person from D&D.
J.R.R. Token.
Crap.
What will we roll?
The significance of that is that if you look at where its thumb is, that looks like that
Oh,
would
it's on
be
the
correct
outside.
for its right hand, would it?
I love that you think that we know what your monsters are. That's my least favorite
Mhm.
part of this game.
The
I just killed him.
reversed handedness is like a dead giveaway for somebody who would know this creature. Like if you were on the fence about maybe I know it, maybe I don't, that would have been the tipping point. So I'm guessing we're in the we don't know this camp.
Yes.
We don't know.
Arcana is the
You roll
correct
for a
answer.
nat 20.
Arcana?
Yep.
24! I got it!
Oh, good
Gosh.
Draco.
I've got
Draco,
all of my
it seems
garbage rolls
unlikely
out.
anyone can beat that. Draco, you identify it as a Rakshasa.
The Rakshasa,
Oh,
clearly.
yeah, I would not have gotten there.
Clearly got that.
Rock lobster
We
was not on
definitely
my
fought
radar.
those because of all of the rock lobster references we make, but
I don't know, like it happened, I think, many, many, many years ago, where an artist maybe screwed up their artistic proof for a second edition Dungeons and Dragons bestiary, where they drew the characters like it looked like an AI accident 40 years ago, where the hand is backwards,
Oh, jeez.
and they decided just to make that a part of the lore, where Rakshasa's hands are backwards, their thumbs are on the other side of their hands.
That's actually hilarious.
And that ends your experience in the Beastly Boys booth.
Okay, Amon, can I confirm that you didn't get any tokens from this game? Is that right?
That is
sound right?
correct.
Okay. I have
No.
everybody's token tallies. I'll put them in the chat because I know it's noon, so we have to wrap up. And I'm
Yeah.
guessing we'll start the next session back here because
What
we
was
should
it
do
called?
the bestiary again. That was very profitable in terms of tokens.
Yeah.
How many tokens do I have?
You have 5.
What was it called?
Cool.
Bestiary boys.
No, the what was the last animal?
Rakshasa?
Oh,
Rakshasa. Okay, yeah, no, not something I know.
yeah. I'll put our token things in chat right now.
Okay,
That was
so
fun,
Megan's
John.
doing that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thanks
Yeah,
for
that was
joining
super
us.
fun.
It's a good way
Uh,
to come
yeah.
back.
So before we all go, I know we have to bail real quick. Next weekend is Mother's Day. I know Meg and Mark have plans. I think we'll probably just have to punt. So
Okay.
this is something I imagine everybody's got a mother. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I know for a scientific fact everybody has a mother. But they likely have plans next weekend. So are we cool to plan for the 18th as our next
I'm
Yeah.
game day?
clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeez,
18th.
Hoppy.
I have graduation stuff with my older son, so I just don't remember what's going on that weekend. I will find out and I will put it in Discord. It may or may not affect Sunday morning. We have stuff going on all the time, so
Okay, I'll put you down as a definitely maybe.